Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
Back then they showed no love. Punch drunk, hungover. Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self.
Oh yeah, we early, July 4th.
Bye to my old self. Wake up to the
Barbecue,
new me.
beach times, heat wave. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get ready for
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self.
Let's get ready for
Let's go, DJ, DJ. You already know this is Punch Drunk, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Power to the people. Is that Shanae Shields? Is she the Rosa Parks? Is she the lady version of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King? Is that what she's trying to do? Is that what she's trying to be? Is she the Black Pride of sports? The Black Pride of women boxing? Is that what she is? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't think so. But somebody gonna be like, hey, yo, Punch, what you talking about? You habla español. You are not in position to say what's black and pride. They be like, yo, Punch, but you know what I'm saying? You're Spanish, but you're black. You know what I'm saying? You're Afro-Latino. You know what I'm saying? You're black Spanish. Sometimes they be like, hey, yo, you Spanish. Sometimes it's black. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes whatever they want me to be. Is Claressa Shields Black Pride? Do she represent Black Pride? Does she represent power to the people? Is she's gonna be the leader of the million woman march? Like Farrakhan. And rest in peace to Louis Farrakhan's wife, 90 years old. Ray said no. Come on, man. Ain't you gonna lead us to the promised land? Shanae Shields has a dream, just like everybody else. I know she has a wet dream and trying to be like Remy Ma, but anyway, she has a dream. Shanae Shields got a dream that all the women in boxing, that Alicia Baumgartner, Shadeja Green, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, Sugar Nix, Ellie Scottney, that they all will go away and just leave her to be the sole representation of women boxing. That's her dream. Her dream is that she wished that Layla Ali never existed. Her dream that she wished that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano never broke records. She wished that they didn't sell out Madison Square Garden. She wished that Alicia Baumgartner wasn't sexy. That's her dream. I have a dream that all the Latinas and the Asians and the white girl boxers and the light-skinned black girls are no longer in my sport. Black pride. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get straight to it. I did a poll and I said, yo, what y'all want me to talk about? Y'all want me to talk about Devin Haney, and Bill Haney with Jay going against Jay Prince, Al Heyman, Javante Tan Davis. I did a poll. What y'all want me to talk about tonight? I said, do you want me to talk about Teofimo Lopez and his interview and stuff like that? Him and Rolly Romero. Do you want me to talk about Albert Bell versus Abdullah Mason? And the people spoke on Punch Run Boxing. They want to listen to the pride of Black Pride. which represents, she's the representation of Black pride. Shanae Shields, aka Flavor Flav, Foofy. Flavor Flav, Pookie's girlfriend from New Jack City. I'm prom queen of King High School. Bitch, you ain't nothing but a prom fiend. AKA the glorified mistress, the glorified side piece. What is she talking about? Let's read the tweet. Let's read the tweet, folks. Let's read the tweet. We're gonna break it down because I want to be fair. I want to be fair, folks. I want to be fair for those that represents Black pride, baby. I want to be fair. I want to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see. Then I'll put that. All right. Let's read along. Hold on. Let me take this thing out of the way. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Let me take this thing out of the way. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the likey like. Let's read along. Damn. Got to get the thing out of the way so we can read it up. Here we go. Shanae Shields. People need to understand, just like Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and other races have pride, so does African American. It is such a thing called Black pride too. We stand with our own. We have our resilience and spirits, and our hearts are unwavering. I feel it's a duty to represent Black pride. Black pride! For my people in every fight. Because I do represent the struggle. The ghetto. The bottom. The people who have always been counted out. I go out there and represent so they know. Don't ever overlook us. We have pride about us too. We have pride about us too. Beautifully tweeted by Shanae Shields. All right, calm down, folks. All right. Hey, shut up, okay? He said Claressa X. Yeah.
You got nothing. You's a liar.
He said Claressa X. Yeah, that's funny, Grim. He said Claressa X. Shanae Shields, did you have Black pride? Hold on. Let's see if she's a hypocrite. Is she contradicting herself, or is she keeping it real? Did you have Black pride when you were going up against disrespecting the pioneers, the woman that put you under her wing? Did you have pride in respecting the Black queen, Layla Ali? No. Did you have pride when Shadeja Green got knocked out by Lenny Daniels and they took it out on the stretcher and you went on live mocking her, disrespecting her? Did you have Black pride for Shadeja Green? No. Did you have Black pride that you still want to be like Remy Ma, trying to steal? I'm not going to even say steal, but trying to deal with her husband. He's a married man. Is that Black pride that you will with a married man? Is that black pride that you are with a married man? No. Nobody wants to emulate that. No real righteous woman want to be around or want to be with a married man. A righteous woman be like, we could be friends. And you can, and you know what? And when you finalize that divorce, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see then maybe we can move forward. But as of right now, I could support you. I could be your friend. I could be a guidance. I could be a motivator and everything. I could hook you up with a job. But we would not be in no romantic relationship because you're married. But did you have black pride for that? Did you have black pride for a black queen like a Remy Ma, like a Papoose, like the golden child that they share a child with? No. You don't have black pride. You don't have black pride, woman. You don't got black pride, woman. Did you? Hold on. Did you have black pride when you went to the Barclays Center uninvited? Why the gigolo upstairs was trying to celebrate his black queen for Mother's Day. And you knew that if he was going to spend time during Mother's Day is the same week as his wedding anniversary. And you're like, no, fuck this fight, this event that Win Records got on May 9th, and you frog leap your ass from Atlanta to New York City, because you knew that the gigolo upstairs, Remy Ma's husband and his wife was gonna spend time like they did during Christmas weekend when they was shopping in that leather fur store, You can't even let Remy Ma's husband spend some quality time with his sisters and his mother. Did you have black pride when you keep on dissing Alicia, Baumgartner, just because you are jealous of her beauty? Let's be real. Let's be honest. You're just jealous of her beauty. You want to be a bully. Did you have black pride when they invite you to the Netflix MVP after party? To network. And what you do? You slapped a fellow boxer. Unprofessional, nasty, disgusting. The way that you act. And you was invited. Look how you act. Blowing breath to the lungs of the stereotype of the angry black woman. Is that black pride right there? Is that black pride right there? No, that's not black pride, ladies and gentlemen. That's not black pride. I know why you mad. Because Layla Ali, in this picture, leading up to Alicia Baumgartner's fight, she says she's passing the torch to Alicia Baumgartner and not passing the torch to your stank ass. That's why you mad? You mad about these beauty? That's why you be this is the reason why you be saying the most people that hate me is the light-skinned black girls. No, you don't hate the light-skinned black girls. No, you just insecure about your sexy chocolate skin, my mama's skin, my grandmama's skin. You just don't like who you are. That's not black pride. Not liking who you are. That's not black pride. Look, right here, this was black pride right there. You see? This was black pride. Shout out to your ex, your fiance, your ex-fiance Tony. You know what's black pride? A black man, yeah. When he sees a woman and he loves a woman, he get down on one knee and wants to marry her so he could build a real union and take the proper steps to become a union and then have kids with you. A guy that didn't stand on your way, the guy that helped you out and kept you in shape. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony. See, the man that you got right now is married. He can't do what Tony did. He can't get down on one knee like Tony did. He can't put a ring on your finger like Tony did. You think backwards. Everybody respected you right here, Shanae Shields. Everybody respected you. Look at that. They look like a cute couple. Respectable couple. Respectable couple. And you traded in. You traded all that in. To be a mistress. You traded all that in to be a mistress, man. Tony had you. Hey, yo, look how Tony had her. In shape, all slim, trim, ready to go. One division away to fight the likes of a Katie Taylor or Chantel Cameron or Natasha Jonas or Jessica McCaskill or Cecilia Brakes. Man, you had opponents. Ain't nothing that screams black pride when it comes to Shanae Shields. Hey, am I right or wrong? Let me know. Jay the Box in the building. What's good? What's good, baby? Let me know. What is the black? I want to know. What's the black pride? What is the black pride? I don't see no black pride. I don't think that she represents black pride. I represent the ghetto. I represent the bottom. I represent the yo. And let me say it like this, yo. We gotta clean this thing up, folks. Let's clean this thing up. Hey, yo, 2026. Everybody got a self-victimhood card. Check the date. It has expired. All right. First and foremost, stop identifying the black race. Because I truly, and to be honest, I truly want us to move away and move above the coloring book. I'm actually sick of the coloring book. I believe that this is an American way. This is an American way to divide and conquer. When you go outside of America, a lot of people just be like, hey, yo, I'm Russian, I'm German, I'm Italian, I'm Jewish, I'm Korean, I'm Japanese, I'm Guyanese. Not even the Africans, they'll be like, I'm Nigerian and stuff like that. Only in America do you truly hear. And I'm not talking about, yes, outside of America in certain places, yes, they do be black and white, but because they adopt the way that America, since we've been controlling the media and stuff like that, we're more of a free country. So there is a lot of nations out there that also have adopted our language, the way that we look at things, but in all actuality, for the most part of the world, they identify with culture. They identify with nationality. This coloring book is getting me sick. What are you, black, white, yellow, green, blue? No, ain't no such thing as white and black, to be honest. But we live in America and people have adopted a culture of identifying themselves with race. Outside of America, most people identify themselves with nationality and culture. But let me tell you like this. So in America, let's just go by what most people identify with, color. The black race, not every black person or black family is from the bottom. It's ghetto. I represent the ghetto. What do you mean you represent the ghetto? And let me be real. Nobody wants to represent the ghetto. All right? That's some dumbass shit. That's some ghetto shit. I represent the ghetto. Why would you want to represent the ghetto? Because as soon as you get money, you want to leave the ghetto. As soon as you leave, you get money, you leave the ghetto. What you want to do? You want to get money, leave the ghetto to represent the ghetto? What the fuck is that? Nobody wants to represent the ghetto. Nobody wants to go to the boardroom and represent the ghetto. You don't go to a board. Matter of fact, when you go to a job interview, you wear a suit and you wear a tie and stuff like that. You go represent. You represent yourself. You speak. You don't speak Ebonics. You don't speak slang. You speak proper English. Proper English. You don't go to a job interview to represent the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here for a job and shit like that. How much you paying? Minimum wage, get the fuck out of it. I'm worth more than that. Y'all trying to say that I'm worth minimum wage and shit? Fuck that shit. No, nah. I really could get money on TikTok and shit like that. I'm coming over here trying to get a job, and y'all ain't trying to even get me money like TikTok and Facebook and shit. What the fuck? Y'all don't hear me? Tony said, can't hear you. Y'all don't hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Race is a class, not a color. Punch, especially if you're not representing our ethnicity and culture. Exactly. I could hear you good. I could hear. All right. I hear you. Good looking now. Good looking now. Unicorn the building was good. All right. What is this? Like we trying to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Most of us come from the bottom. Most of us come from the ghetto. You know what ghetto comes from? It actually came from the, you know what I'm saying, the German and the Jews and stuff like that with the Hitlers and stuff like that. That's what ghetto comes from. It comes from that. You know what I don't like about our culture? And look, and yes, in America, in the slums, poverty, the hood, the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? The impoverished communities, the have-nots. The problem is about us, and yes, us. I'm not except the problem with our community and the problem with other cultures and other race and other people that have adopted a culture over here. You know what I'm saying? Like Latinos and Black, we share neighborhoods with, you know, with Asians and poor whites or whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But the problem is that we glorify the bad. Every culture and every ethnicity and every race and every nation has its bad and has its good. Is a culture of good and is a culture of bad. The thing is, within the you don't hear other cultures say, "I come from the ghetto. I come from the poor and the rough and the rippity rough." You know what I'm saying? Nobody glorifies the bad. In the Italians, they got the mafia. The Italians don't glorify the mafia. You know what I'm saying? We glorify the bad. We glorify the thugness, the thug life. We glorify. Look at where hip hop is at right now. It wasn't a culture like that. You may have one Apple. You may have one Little Kim. You may have one, or maybe a two. You may have one Little Kim and one Foxy Brown, right? But you have more MC Light, Queen Latifah, you had the Lauryn Hill. You had even the TLC. They ain't show a bunch of body parts. They ain't show half-ass naked. Now in hip hop, the women artists are strippers with a mic. That's what we show. Look at the dudes now. The dudes don't even rap. They don't, at least when you, look, put it this way, even in hip hop, you could be as hood as it gets, but you still you write poetry. These motherfuckers ain't write no damn poetry. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sip on this, I'ma sip on you, bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'ma sip on that and I'm put my dick in your mouth. And it ain't even fucking rhyming no more. You know what I'm saying? You got Cardi B. Cardi B is a stripper. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Sexy Red, but they just a bunch of strippers. That's it. What happened to the Lauryn Hill, man? What happened to the Conscious Rap? What happened to the Talib Kweli? What happened to the Mos Def? Shout out to Nas. What happened? Leader of the new school. You know what I'm saying? There was culture. People represented culture, even the TV shows, the Cosby Show, Family Matters. They had culture. Let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. You know when I wanted to go to college? You know when I wanted to go to college, I say, yo, I can't wait till I grow. I can't wait till I get old. I can't wait till I grow up. I want to go to college. You know what made me want to go to college, to be honest? The Different Worlds. Dwayne Wayne. I'd be like, yo, I want to go to college. I can't wait to go to the dorms and stuff. When I was thinking about college, I was thinking about the Different Worlds. Look at the shows. It motivated you. Because the Bill Cosby motivated you that, yo, they could be in Brooklyn. You don't have to leave your community. You don't have to leave Brooklyn. You could still be a doctor. You could still be a professor. You could still pour into your community. You know what I'm saying? Miz with the $5 super chatty potty cake. Good looking now. Appreciate you. Happy 4th. Happy 4th for everybody. Happy 4th to everybody. You feel me? There was culture. There was culture in TV shows. There was culture in music. You know what I'm saying? It was good. The whole world, let me tell you like this, the whole world wanted to emulate the fashion, the music, you know, this is what, when people say represent the culture, you don't represent the ghetto. You don't represent the ghetto. What you represent is surviving the ghetto. I don't represent the ghetto. We shouldn't represent the ghetto. We represent the resilience of rising up above the slum, the poverty. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, then we look, damn, we made it out of this, but I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay there. Randy, con la bandera de República Dominicana. Hey, yo, la música de Randy. Where's the música? The música. The smoothies cause this Randy. Randy. This is a form of African music too. You feel me? I'm represent surviving, represent elevating, represent. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe what everybody I don't believe in the robotic assessment of how we should think. We need to work 2 times harder than the next man. Man, I want to work 2 times harder than the next man, whatever race he is, whatever culture he is. I'm gonna try to work 2 times. I gotta work twice as harder as the white man. I don't look at the white man, to be honest, folks. I look at the white man like every other man. I look at the white woman like every other woman. I don't be like, the white man is better than me, and I have to do twice as much as he's doing, because no. There is a lot of wealthy Black folks. There is a lot of educators, humanitarians, doctors, professors, attorneys, lawyers, great people. But you know what it is that within that culture, we glorify the big meech. We glorify the Nicky Bonds. We glorify the Alpo. We don't glorify the Ben Carson. People don't want to listen to Farrakhan no more. People don't want to listen to those who's truly trying to elevate the community. Randy, para la ofrenda, my brother, que lo 20 pesos with the 20 beans to buy chicken wing with puff fried rice. Good looking out, Randy. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. And I know some people like it. I mean, I'm not like it, but some people understand it. Some people don't want to understand it, because some people want to stay in that place, in that sinking place. Yeah, now Punch, what you talking about, Punch? Man, we Black. You know what I'm saying? We Black. You know what I'm saying? From the hood, thug it out. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We that's what we are. That's what we are. Man, that's what they told us what we are, bro. That's what they told us what we are. All right? That's what they told us. Why you think, let me give an example. Why you think a Jamaican or a Dominican or Cuban or Puerto Rican, and there's some Black folks, right? There's some Black folks, American Black, that be like, hey, look at this Jamaican. He said he's not Black, that he's Jamaican. That he said he's not Dominican. He's not Black, that he's Dominican. I know Black, I'm Dominican. No. They're referencing, they want you to identify, they identify themselves as a culture, nationality. When people say, hey, no, I know Black, I'm Dominican, or I'm no Black, I'm Jamaican, is they telling you to identify with their culture, because sometimes they don't identify with the Black American culture. It's not that people be like, I ain't Black, I don't know where the motherland is at. I don't know that my blood traces back to Africa. We all know where the damn blood traces back to. But even the Africans will be like, I know, I am from Nigeria. Where you from? You African American. Where you from in Africa? I don't know, nigga. I'm just African American. What part of Africa? South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana? Where Somalia? Where you at? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just told me. You know what I'm saying that I'm black or African American. Have you gone to Africa? Nah. What language do you speak in your family? English. Do you? English. What did you know about Africa? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? All I be seeing some infomercial about Somalia and the flies and stuff like that. They got some diseases and shit like that. That's what you know about Africa. That's what you know. Don't you know we are rich? What is God talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, all right? Get the fuck out of my face. Don't let people make us get more ignorant than the ignorant shit that they already taught us in this country, in America. First you're color, first you're Negro, first you're color, and then you're black, and then you're African American. If they come with another name, people are gonna start saying that other name. Man, identify with a culture. I'm good with saying I'm American. People don't travel, so they. Thank you, Nick. She said people don't travel, so they are clueless. Facts. Is there colorism? Yes, there is colorism. If you look, even in Dominican Republic, you know, Trujillo, you know what I'm saying, started putting brochures of the light-skinned Dominicans so tourists could come, so it could be so people could come to the Dominican Republic. So they put in the brochures, they put the light-skinned Dominicans. There is. But there's good and evil in every place in the world, bro. There is your light-skinned Chinese and the darker skinned Cantonese. You know what I'm saying? When they go to war, when Ukraine and Russia's on war, they don't be like, it's not a white on white crime. It's Russians and Ukraine. The Yugoslavian war. What happened in the Yugoslavian? They broke up, the Croatia, Bosnia, and all that stuff. Well, you think that was race? No, it was culture. What about the Muslims and the Muslim Christians crusade? What do you think it was? It was a religious war. Around all over the world, there's more about culture and religious war. It's not race. You think the Palestinians and the Jews are saying, "Oh my God, I don't like you white and you black"? That's America. I'm telling you, man. That's some America bullshit that we need to shake off already. Every time I go outside of the country, they be like, why is always a race thing? Why is always a black and white thing? They look at us weird. Like the things that we argue about is weird outside of the country for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So Shanae Shields said that she got black pride. I don't feel she's in position to say that she represents black pride. She doesn't represent no pride. You don't represent a pride. You don't have a pride. Get a pride first. Hey, with the $8 million, how about you seek and try to buy pride? Even though you can't buy pride, but you don't represent pride. You understand what I'm saying? You don't represent it. So don't say that you represent black pride, because let me tell you like this, Shanae Shields. You are the worst representation for women boxing. You are the worst representation to women boxing. I think that women boxing is doing very, very well without you. If you never fight again, if Shanae Shields never fight again, women boxing will still be great. You take out Shanae Shields away from boxing. There is no negativity in women boxing. Think about it. You take out Shanae Shields out, like retired, never show up, go into a cave with Remy Ma's husband. Hip hop wouldn't care if Papusi raps again, and women boxing and boxing in general wouldn't care if Shanae Shields ever fight again. I swear. Nobody cares if you in a car saying rippity 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 rappy, rippity rocket rocket guy. Shut the fuck up, okay? That's it. You outdated. Nobody cares about you, my brother. My brother, I'm just keeping it real with you. Ain't no hate. The time has passed. Maybe you never had a real time. And shit ain't shield. You got no opponents. I've been saying it for a while. You got no opponents left. There's no challenge again. Maybe you ahead of your time in the heavyweight division, when in the middleweight division. Maybe I'll give you that. You ahead of your time. In those the respective division. You never wanted to go in the lower weight class. You never wanted to stay in shape. Like Layla Ali told you a long time ago, and what you trying to do right now. So why you hating Layla Ali anyway? You don't have no self-respect to even have to attach your name with pride. Unless if you lick la popola, lick la popola, the only pride that you may be is what certain people said that you do like the la popola, licky. That's the only pride that you could attach yourself with. But pride, like the real definition of pride, you can't teach that to nobody. You can't motivate nobody with you don't even got yourself pride. You with a married man, you don't even got no pride to be like, you know what? You don't even have pride enough to channel your emotions and your hormones and say, you know what? I'm a public figure. That's one. Like there's certain people that could do dirt behind the scenes, but then they make sure they don't do it when the lights is on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people like that. A lot of famous people got dirt, but they're smart enough not to show it to the whole world. But this chick don't have pride publicly. Publicly, you don't even got pride. Like the whole world, even women, most of the people, Shanae Shields, that's telling you, hey, yo, you going by the wrong way. They looking out for you. It's not even hate. You know what is hate? You know what's true hate? True hate is when nobody checks you. True hate is when nobody holds you accountable. That is hate, in my opinion. Hate is not telling you the truth. Hate is not being raw and telling you the truth. Hate is not holding you accountable. Hate is not holding you responsible. That's not hate. People think that is hate. You coming down on me. You disrespecting me. You trying to humiliate me in public. No. You know what hate is? This is hate. If I'm in a lounge with my boys and I got a piece of black beans, you know, sometimes when you eat black beans, you get a piece in your teeth and it stays there. And then you talking to the ladies, and my friends is looking at it, but they won't even tell me, hey, yo, punch your teeth. You know what I'm saying? You got the, and the girl's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker ain't even brush his teeth. What the fuck? And, you know what I'm saying? And my boys never tell me. And then, you know when they tell me? They tell me when we left already. See, they was trying to make me look bad in front of the ladies that I had a little black bean stuck in my tooth and shit like that. That's hate. that's hate. That's jealous. That kept me from getting that honey because I had a little black and stuff like that and broccoli and stuck in my teeth and shit like that because I was eating. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example, folks. That's just an example. My circle, I'm gonna tell you like this. And some folks may get offended, but I be real. I do not trust no dude, even if they're one of my friends or associate. I don't trust them if they don't take care of their kids. I don't want to be in a circle with a bunch of dudes that don't take care of their kids. Even if you in the game, let's say if you in the street game, let's say if you dealing, you know what I'm saying? You dealing weight, you dealing small weight, whatever, you in the game, you in the block or whatever, stuff like that. You dealing things that are illegally, right? I wouldn't be around nobody that don't take care of their kids. You know why? Because if you don't give a fuck about your own kids, well, how would you give a damn about me? If you could be disloyal to your own children, how could you be loyal to me? If you could be disloyal, let's be real with your wife, how could you be as a friend loyal to me? Let's be real. See that's some shit. Some people, all right, some friends will be like, that's my boy, he'll do whatever you do. Hey, yo, I'm gonna give you an example. And I said this example a long time ago. My boy, one time he's like, yo, man, we in the club, right? And he like, yo, man, this honey, yo, she's coming on to me, bro. She's coming on to me, man. Like, damn, yo, I'm about to leave with her. See, I know his wife, right? I'm friends with the wife. That's my boy, right? He's like, yo, I'm about to, yo, she said to take it to a telly. And I'm like, yo, my brother, you know what I told my boy? I said, yo, my brother, look, you know, your wife knows that you came out with me. If she catches you cheating with a girl, she going and on my time, then it's like, come on, man, the kids. I'm like the uncle to I'm like the uncle to the kids. I'm this. If you going, man, then she going. It doesn't look good for me as well, and doesn't look good for you. You know what I told my boy? I said, yo, my man, yo, my brother, yo, have fun, yeah, bro. Go to the bathroom and jerk that shit off. Go to the bathroom and jerk that shit off, bro. Nah, bro, I'm about to leave with her. Nah, man. You gonna look, bro. I'm gonna say this. Even if you do something with her, you gonna lose. You got a chance to lose everything you got for that, for a nut, for that. Yo, but come on, yo, she trying to take me to the telly, bro. Yo, go to the bathroom. In the lounge, I said, man, go to the fucking bathroom and jerk that shit off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it happens all the time. Men gonna do what they're gonna do. Even women gonna do what they're gonna do. All I'm saying is, and if I know my friends don't take care of their kids, yo, I try to consult them. I try to nah, bro, you gotta work. Yo, nah, man, I'm tired, man, for real, man. When's the last time you seen your kids? Like, you know what I'm saying, 2 months ago. What? When's the last time you pick your kids up from school? Nah, I don't pick them up. When's the last time you spoke to the teacher? When's the last time you went to parent-teachers conference? Nah, man, because you know my baby mom, your baby mom has nothing to do with parent-teachers conference. When's the last time you took your kids to the dentist or to the physical? Nah, she does that. Why you don't do it? Nah, I be working. Why you don't call? Why you don't you have days off? Like, I'm like that. Nah, man, I gotta see my kids every other weekend. Hey, yo, let me tell you like this. Hey, yo, man, I don't give a damn if the court tells you can see your kids every other weekend. Nah, that's you being lazy. That's you submitting. That's you saying, I see my kids every other weekend. Now, if they could stay over your house every other weekend, that doesn't mean that you don't see your kids until that weekend that they stay over. Be like, boom, I want to pick my kids up from this time after school. I want to take them to dinner. I want whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I know dudes that just submit to the every other weekend stuff. You telling me that you rather see, that you're gonna see your kids, 4 times a month? All you're gonna do is be playing catch up for the rest of the year. That's what you're gonna be doing, playing catch up. Then taking pictures, put it on Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that, and say, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying, this is my baby girl, my baby boy. I'm just saying. Claressa Shields, you're saying that you got black pride. You're just justifying the stereotype. You don't want a black pride. You want to be the same fucking statistics, right? Remy Ma's husband got kids, multiple women, is divorced. At least he got married. At least they tried. They did it the right way. They try to do it the right way. Shit doesn't work, okay, but shit is not finalized. I want to have a baby. Is that pride that you want to have a baby with a guy that's still married and his situation is not finalized and he still is finding his way to have time for the little child that he's trying to raise out the house now? I want to have a baby. But Papoose want to have a baby. That dude can't even see the golden child, this child every day like he used to. What you mean that you want to have a baby? You wake your ass up. Ain't nobody want to have a baby with you anyway. You unhinged. You don't even think about that guy. You should be like, you know what? You supposed to be, hey, do you spend time with the golden child? Go there, go to the house, go spend time with your daughter. I know that you miss her. Go to New York. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna be in training camp. What are you doing too? Verby Moss' husband, what are you doing? Man, go over there, man, and stay in New York and see your child and stuff like that. You dealing with this horse. That baby's gonna look like the thing. Come on now. Black pride. You don't represent no pride, bro. You can't represent nothing for nobody. You are a walking cesspool, in my opinion. In my opinion, you are a walking cesspool. You are negative. You are the most negative women athlete. Hold on. You are the most negative women athlete. Did you have black pride? Look. And then you went on an interview, in a recent interview with a podcast, trying to say, the BET is you know what I'm saying? The BET, they invited me. Well, BET is what? Black Entertainment Television. That was doing a show for Black Pride, giving awards for black athletes and entertainers. And for the second year, you downplay BET, but what you're really doing is downplaying the other black female athlete that won, Angel Reese. You downplaying the other black female athlete and Asia Wilson. Can you compare in the last year what you have done and what Asia Wilson done? She writes books to elevate young women. 2 books she already got, and a book that she dropped last year to elevate the confidence and the courage of young ladies. Have you done that, Shanae Shields? She won a championship. She's the MVP of that champion. She got 3 already. Is that black pride? That's not black pride. You think that's a robbery? Oh, I agree. That's why Papoose said what he said. No, he ain't say that. You took his account. You weirdo. That's what you did. He ain't write that ish. You took his IG account just like you took the DAZN account the other day during your press conference. Robbery or what? A shame of you people to even say that was a robbery. Shame on you to say that the BET robbed you for Asia Wilson. Well, Asia Wilson been putting in the work in and out the ring. As also with her foundation, with her parents that are still together. That is black pride, you idiot. Shout out to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson relationship with Bam from the Miami Heat. That's black pride. Her foundation is black pride. Her books is black pride. The way she carry herself is black pride. The way that she walks and talks is black fucking pride. You don't got no black pride. You're trash, bruh. You are trash. Anybody that walks with her is trash. Anybody that enable her is trash. She represent nothing but trash, bruh. Trash, garbage, truck juice. She's a cancer to women boxing. She's a cancer to a lens. Fuck it. I gotta say it like that. And the more I talk about it, I'm gonna go harder, bruh, and harder. Some people, you're gonna have to pay Punch Drunk to be like, all right, Punch, you're going too far, right? That's it, man. Stop talking about it. Stop it. No. And you suckers, you beta males, you dudes that like to jump on the D. Hey, yo, Punch, can you just chill and tone it down when it comes to Shanae Shields? Hell no. She don't tone it down. I ain't gonna tone down shit. I ain't gonna tone down nothing. I ain't gonna tone down nothing. That's the problem. Everybody want to keep their mouth shut when there's something shit when bad shit is going on. No, man. Nah. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of this hip-hop culture and what they pushing. They pushing strippers with a mic. They pushing lousy dudes. They got no fucking talent. And now in sports, we're gonna push a fucking Shanae Shields? Fuck that. Hell no. A woman that doesn't respect her contemporaries or anybody's greatness, that a woman that has the damn fucking cojones, balls, to what? To diss the pioneers, those who paved the way for you? You tell me one woman that disrespect Layla Ali out there. Tell me one entity that disrespect their pioneers. Tell me any male athlete, I'm talking about male boxers, that disrespect Mike Tyson. Look how Mike Tyson talk about Muhammad Ali. This man would go into tears talking about Muhammad Ali, talking about Sugar Ray Leonard. Because of them, I am who I am. You don't represent nothing. Even when you're wrong, you can't be sorry. Sorry that you guys, MVP and Netflix, invited me to this after party and I acted out. I couldn't control my emotions. No, you didn't apologize. You went out there and say, I must sue you. You want to sue everybody that has something smart, something constructive to say about you. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. You ain't suing nobody, man. They should sue you for your face. They should sue you for your breath. The whole world should have sued your ass. The fashion world should have sued your ass when you was walking around with the Barney dress and shit like that, looking like Barney on K2. Huh? Yo, Punch, but you a man. You a man. You gotta stop talking about these black beautiful queens. She ain't no damn black beautiful queen. You must be out your damn mind. I know what a black beautiful queen look like. I seen a lot of black beautiful queens. They in the chat as well. She ain't no damn black beautiful queen. You don't compare the queens to that. You crazy? Now you disrespecting real queens out there. Huh? I represent the ghetto. I represent the bottom. You don't represent. You represent the damn Flint water. That's what you represent. Toxic. Toxic. You don't represent nothing. Yeah, we check her. Yeah, I check her. I check her just like I check these other mailboxes. And guess what? People could check me too. People could check me too. Check me. Say, yo, Punch, yo, you don't do this and you don't do that and you this and you that. I'm not. Check me. I'm good. I don't got no ego. I don't. I want to be the best version of myself. And if there's other people out there that got some great opinions and constructive criticism about me, shit, let me know. Let me know. But now we gotta hold our community accountable. Just like the boxing community, just like the inner city community, just like there's entities also that pushes certain people to hit the algorithm so they could change or they could alter a new generation. That's why I'm not even liking what they throwing out there in hip hop. Because it's altering that new generation. Ain't nobody teaching nobody nothing. There's no more TV shows. Ain't nobody teaching nobody nothing. And then people in the culture, oh man, don't say this, don't say that. Stay on code, stay on code. What code, bro? What code am I going to stay on? What code do you want me to stay on? You know why there's a lot of females that don't like or don't what's the word? Don't approve of how Claressa Shield is moving. It's because we know, and women know that she's in position to motivate, inspire, alter young females. And women don't identify with Shields. Righteous women don't identify with her. Most women don't identify with her. Go to the comment sections on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube. Most women do not. Most men don't even like Claressa Shields. Let me tell you like this: men don't give a fuck about Claressa Shields. I'll be real. But the women, they look at it like, first, the women are saying what they're saying because they're looking out for Claressa Shields. She looking at it as hate. She just doesn't want to take the hate. I mean, she doesn't want to take the criticism. Holly! TKP, new member. Good looking now. Appreciate you. Holy moly guacamole. My life was way rougher. I'm married, college educated, and have respect for all life. Only time I turned up because the disrespect is too much. Oh, man, we could all turn up too. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect. Everybody's not perfect. But that's the beauty. The imperfection is perfect. You know, feel me? They said, Michael says, look at this. Michael says, you are Latino. You know nothing about Black pride. Claressa Shields is a Nubian queen. You know nothing about it. You get your clicks and views by using Claressa Shields' name. I use my click and views for holding Shanae Shields accountable. Put it that way. I use my click and views to hold her accountable so we won't have to have another Shanae Shields. And there's beta males like you, Michael, beta males like you that like to pop her booty pimples, huh? Beta males that you don't have no spine. You a beta male, right? You can't hold a real woman. Stop, she's a Nubian queen. She can't even spell Nubian. And that's how some people are. Yo, but you're Latino. You're not Black. Then if I say I'm Latino, man, come on, man, you Black. See, people, and I'm gonna tell you something about being Latino too. There is a culture also in that minority of Black folks that like to say, yo, you're not Latino, stop, you Black. But then it's also is that when I'm representing Black, man, you Latino, you don't know what a Black pride is, or you don't know what the Black struggle is. If I say I'm Latino, oh, you just don't want to be Black. Y'all want to pick and choose when I'm Black and Latino? You want to pick and choose, huh? Y'all want to pick and choose now? Fuck out of here. That's why I identify with culture. Punches. You said for the clicks and views. That's what people nowadays is using for the clicks and views. What about when I was talking about Shanae Shields? My whole channel, I've always talking about women boxing. Huh? Motherfuckers is mad because it gets clicks and views. Didn't she say that she's the algorithm? That's what she said, right? I guess she is. But being the algorithm, what? That you're not going to get checked. Huh? You're not going to get checked. Adrian Broner right now is the algorithm. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. You don't see what's the algorithm? The algorithm, she says Claressa Shields. When it comes to the men's side, who's ringing bells right now? A boxing personnel. Adrian Broner. What is Adrian Broner doing right now to get his money? What, folks, let's be honest. What is Adrian Broner right now? What you know of Adrian Broner right now? When you think about Adrian Broner, what do you think of right now? Perfect example I'm going to give y'all. Perfect example, what I've been talking about throughout since I started the live. When you think about Adrian Broner, what do you think of right now? Anybody in the chat? I live in Flint and just left a barbecue. Shout out. Damn, I want to go to a barbecue. Crash out. Bake says a clown. Vela says drunk. Keep going. When you think about Adrian Broner right now, out of all the boxers, right now, the algorithm, people talking about Adrian Broner, Dean the Great, Kick Stream and all that. And if you haven't subscribed to my Kick, subscribe to Punch Run Boxing on my Kick right now. We live on Kick as well. Huh? Adrian is a drunken disgrace, alcoholic streamer, social media drunk. Think about what look, folks, alcohol, Nick. Look, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. The stereotype, what they push out there for our culture, right? Adrian Broner, the boxing. When you think about Adrian Broner, the guy that's hitting the algorithm right now is Adrian Broner. What do you think of? A drunk. Now, folks, when you think about Claressa Shields, put in the chat right now. When you think about Claressa Shields, what's the first thing that you think of when you think about Claressa Shields? On the male side, Adrian Broner is hitting the algorithm. Drunk. So think about this, folks. Adrian Broner just said, Yo, he's showing everybody. He said, yo, I just made basically $1 million on my on this past month on Kick. He said, I'm back. That means look how you can alter the minds of many. You know how a young person is going to look at it? Damn, all he did in the past month was disrespect women and get drunk. That's all he did for the past month. He had his kids over. He went to the club. You had his son was waking him up because he was all drunk, working out, drunk with his kids, drunk with Dean, drunk disrespecting women. That's all he did for the past month and became a millionaire once again. On the male side. On the woman's side, you got Shanae Shields being with a married man, slapping a female, being banned from MVP, looking a hot mess, all that, being toxic. So they're pushing that. Now in hip hop, what are the type of women that they're pushing? In hip hop, what are the type of women that they're pushing? On the male side, what are the male side that they're pushing? So think about in sports and in boxing and stuff like that. And I forget about basketball and shit. But we're talking about even in this community right now. We're talking about basically celebrities, boxing, hip hop. Look what is out there for them to represent. When there's gonna be a DJ, they're gonna be like, man, this song, these records are bullshit. Let's throw these. Let's give us something to play. No, but these DJs nowadays, they're controlled by the higher ups. And who's the higher ups? They'd be like, hey, yo, Adrian Broner, damn, man, he should get back in the ring. He should lose weight. Now think about this. He just said that he made more money in a month that he did in a long time, that he made last time he boxed. How can now you tell Adrian Broner, hey, yo, stop drinking, if drinking on camera and acting a fool is what got him the millions? Guess what he's going to do for the next month? He's going to turn it up. If he said, damn, I made $1 million for getting drunk every day, disrespecting women every day, clowning every day, I'm going to up it up the next month. I'm going to get drunk more. I don't need to do anything. I don't need a box. I don't need to get back in shape. I'm back up. And guess what? There's going to be other kids and other teens and other young adults that want to stream. And what they're going to stream? Shit. I'm going to drink with my friends. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to disrespect. Why you think there's so many even prank right now? Like if you even see in social media, back when social media was on the rise of popping, people like real people and real situation, real life. Now they're acting in their social media. You saw what that girl did to Adrian Broner, right? She took Adrian Broner's cup. He's acting drunk. And she said, you're not even drinking. This is juice. This is juice. They expose Adrian Broner. The women expose Adrian Broner that when he's gargling all that tequila, he's not really drinking. He's actually drinking juice, but him drinking and acting a fool sells. What did Shanae Shields said in an interview? What did Shanae Shields said in her interview in the podcast? She said, oh, people like drama from black people. That's what they want. No, people don't like drama from black people. They sell it. The culture, we sell it. But the culture, black, Latino from the inner city, we could all sell something good. I think that selling drama, everybody butt naked, All that stuff, I think it's outdated. We don't move the world no more. Not with music, not with actions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing cool anymore. Ain't nothing cool. And then when there is the majority are sophisticated and educated, when you hear a black person speak proper English, it's not the other ethnicity that dissed them or other race that dissed them. No, it's within the same race. Or you an Oreo, or you're trying to be white. If you speak proper, there is a community, a minority community of black folks that will say, "Oh, you're trying to be white. Ah, look, you're trying to. Oh, look at you. The fuck out of here. Look how you looking like. Oh, you are Carlton." The educated black don't mix with the ignorant black. You know what I'm saying? They don't coexist. The biggest hater of the righteous black man is the ignorant black man. The biggest hater of the righteous black woman is the ignorant black woman. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm not if I'm making sense or not, because I want to be corrected as well. I feel the biggest hater of sophisticated black families and black and black black men and black women are the broken down black family, ignorant black man and ignorant black woman. That's their biggest enemy. Miss with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, Claressa. Big Dummy Shields. Facts. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless. If you back then, if you were the light, they used to think, put it this way, that the light skinned black folks had more of a how you say it, more privilege than the darker skin tone. To be honest, all I heard, even growing up, the lighter skinned black folks used to get joked on. You're not black enough. See, that identify as if you were the lighter black skin, the lighter complexion, that means that there was some either rape back in the slavery days. If you come white, then that the master was fucking the black, the black female, right? You remember Wesley Snipes on New Jack City when he told what's his name? Look at you, you pretty boy. I never liked you anyway, you pretty boy, motherfucker. That attitude is Shanae Shields. When the same attitude that Wesley Snipes had in New Jack City, when he stabbed the dude's hand and he said, "Man, I never liked you anyway, you pretty boy, motherfucker." See, because there's certain ignorant, and that's just a character. I'm not saying Wesley Snipes, I'm saying Nino Brown. There's ignorant folks, you know, or insecure folks that think that the lighter skin complexion is prettier than them. For real, I wasn't raised like I wasn't raised like that. My mom and my grandmother is just as dark or even darker than Shanae Shields. My grandmother never played that colorism stuff like that. She never played around with that. She never. I never seen insecureness about them. Real pride starts in the home. Real pride starts in the home. Real pride starts in the home. And look, I think there's a lot of people that got trauma. There's also people that have adopted the trauma that's not even theirs. There are people with trauma, but let's say like it's documented that Shields had trauma. You know what I'm saying? When she was young, people called her ugly. that she was molested in a way, and I don't wish that on anybody. But put it this way, her character is so nasty that people have forgotten her trauma. People forgotten. People don't feel sorry for it because there's some people that have trauma and overcome their trauma and then try to help other people with trauma, try to be a symbol of how you say it, overcoming those traumas. There's some people that want to benefit off the trauma of others. Example, oh man, I ain't get a job, man, because I'm black. They ain't hire me because I'm black. They didn't stop. The cab ain't stop for me because I'm black. He didn't hold the door for me because I'm black. I didn't get this because I'm black. I didn't get that because I'm black. So you use history and use it to your advantage and use it as a, how you say it, damn, what's the word? Like something, what's the word? That's something to hold you up. People use that. That's why I said, that's why I said a minute ago, I said, yo, that self-victimhood, the crutch. Thank you, Ghana. The crutch. Yes. People use that as a crutch. People use that as a crutch. It's not about eliminating history, but it's also, let's also appreciate that those who fought for America to move away from that. Not fully. There's always going to be evil. There's always going to be bad and good. There's always going to be there's always going to be evil on earth. There's always going to be some type of bad in America. There's always going to be the powers that be and the oppressors in every nation in the world. Every corner of the world, there's been an oppressor, there's been a power structure, and there has been the oppressors, and there have been slaves in every corner of the world. By saying that, it's not saying, oh, in America, or by saying that, it's almost like when people get mad when people say that all life matters. No, black life matters, but all life matters. No, because you're trying to take away of black life matters right now. It's not about everybody, it's about black. So it's not about being disingenuous that everybody has suffered and everybody has been slave and everybody has have to answer to some power structure or anything of that nature. But also, let's not act like let's not act like 2026 is 1946. Let's not act, because then what did everybody else from back in the days, what did they die for? What did they work for? If we're still complaining like if it's 1946, 1936. People, there's some people that see what's going on in our own community, and then there's people that be like, man, look at these people always trying to say black on black crime. What about white on white crime? No, but let's talk about our community, bro. Hey, yo, in our community, we fucking animals too. In our community, we fucking animals too. We got great people, but damn, there's some fucking animals, bro. Let's be real. Let's be honest, man. I used to be young, and when I was young, remember, hey, yo, bro, in the hood, hey, yo, we pumping that music from the car. We pumping it up. We don't give a damn about the old ladies. We don't give a damn about the kids that's going to school in the morning. We didn't give a damn. When you get older, you got to go to work. You'll be like, damn, that music, man. Nobody go to sleep, right? Open up the fire hydrant and leave that shit open. You know what I'm saying? For the whole night. The cop come around, they close it up, we open it again, they close it up, we open it again. I mean, for now, it's good because it's been hot. It's hot, folks. It's hot, heat wave. But I'm just saying, we glorify also our culture. We glorify the bad. We glorify the ignorance. We glorify it. We want everybody to see it because we think that it's cool. But other cultures don't show their the worst of them. They don't show the bad. You remember there was years, I think there was like a decade ago, in the George Washington Bridge, or next to the George Washington Bridge around Fort Lee, they found a bunch of Orthodox Jews selling, not selling, but they will have it in a briefcase, organs, bro. Human organs, bro. You know that there's some people that sell drugs, sell coke, sell weed, sell fentanyl. Yo, they call a bunch of Orthodox Jews with organs in their briefcase, a bunch of organs, hearts and kidneys and lungs and all that stuff. Like a decade ago, out here in New York and Jersey, they did a whole operation. Good looking now with the $20 bill. Thank you, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Fears. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless you. Hope you're having a good July 4th. Appreciate everybody that donates to the channel, members of the channel, super chat the channel, all that. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. But we wouldn't know that about the Orthodox Jews, that they got some dudes too that be doing, you know what I'm saying, that be hustling and shit like that, right? But because they hide it more, it's not a cool thing, right? You don't think that the mafia is still out here? Who you think is the sanitation? The unions, the NCAA. No, see, the mafia now they work their way up, but they suit and tied up. The politicians are suit and tied up. Other ethnicity is suit and tied up. But nah. But the culture, even the black culture, Latinos in the city, all of us, we promote the bad. We want everybody to think that it's cool. Yeah, I got a gun. Yeah. Do you know, man? You know, a bunch of homeowners got a gun. Yeah. And then when a kid gets shot, oh my God, police brutality. Oh no. But also is that look how we show the world how we are. So just like a cop is stopping, and once he see a movement, yo, why you stop me for? Man, fuck out here, man. You always fucking, man, you stop me because I'm fucking black. The cop is, hey, what the, put your hands down, pow. Is it justifiable? No. But what I'm saying, that as a culture, we need to change what we put out there. If there is bad in our culture, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to glorify it. Because there's bad in every culture, every race, but we glorify it. Which culture glorifies whoreness? Come on, let's be real, folks. Let's be real. Which culture glorifies whores, strips, the bad, the druggies? We hold them high like they're they're Superman. They're superheroes of the community. Free, hey yo, shout out to Big Meech. Free Big Meech and free this other one. Really? I mean, good that they're back home with their family and stuff like that, but this is what the culture looks up to. This is what the culture looks up to. Let's be real. So when I see this tweet, give me a second. Smash that like. Give me a second. I feel it's a duty to represent Black pride for my people in every fight, because I do represent the struggle, the ghetto, the bottom. I don't think I never looked at Shanae Shields and said that she represents the struggle. I don't look at her like you represent the ghetto. I don't look at that you represent the bottom. The people who have always been counted out. When have you been counted out? What about the teachers that are in the ghetto to elevate those children in the ghetto? The bottom. When you have to work in the bottom, every single one works from the bottom. Now, the thing is, you're justifying everything with money. You could be in the bottom with money. What is from the bottom? How people justify the bottom? The bottom is having not, because I know rich people that have killed themselves. What is the bottom? There's people that got money that are in the bottom emotionally, spiritually. And there's people that may seem broke, but they got God in their heart. My grandmother, my family always struggled with this. But I never seen my grandmother on some sad story. My grandmother always used to be like, "I man, the day that I die, I'm gonna be in heaven with my God." I never heard her utter the word, "Ay, man, I can't do it. Ay, no puedo. Oh my God, I just want to leave. I don't know what I'm gonna do." Never, bro, never. Fight Fury Films. Demon of Punch. Happy 4th of July to all the boxing fans. One love. Fight Fury Films. Appreciate you, bro. How you been, man? How you been? Thank you, Fears. Poetry Princess with the $5. Keep spitting the real. Good looking now. I'm trying. Hopefully it's all real. Hopefully that people take it like that. That people take it like that. Because I understand holding ourselves accountable is like people don't want to listen to that shit. I understand. Holding ourselves accountable, people don't want to listen, especially holding ourselves accountable publicly. That's what people don't like. There's certain people that don't want us to hold each other accountable publicly. But we got to say the truth about our community. How is it going to get better? What is from the bottom? Of course, money makes everything easier. Oh, give me a second. I gotta get the charge. Give me a second. Hold on, give me a second. Damn, I forgot to charge this. Give me a second. Let me see if it's charging now. Excuse me. Happy 4th, Lisa. Happy 4th, everybody. Happy 4th. Hope you're having a good day, man. I ain't get to. I'm like, yo, I was about to be out, and I'm like, you know what? I want to cut it live. I want to speak to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably give me something to eat after the live and stuff like that. Claressa is more like as penironious than a woman. She looks like it. There's certain things that we do need to talk about. And that's why I always say that boxing translates to life itself. If y'all familiar with the channel, I always say that boxing translates to life itself. That's why, I talk boxing, but also talk about life. It's life experience, how to be more spiritually inclined, have to, things like that, and have my little drinkity drink. You know what I'm saying? Have a little drinkity drink. You feel me? Chop it up with the people. But there's certain people that shouldn't be in the position, and that's what it is. And if you're going to be in the position, we know what your position, the importance of your position. So that's why we talk about Shanae Shields. We know what she could do with her relevancy and precision. So when she does say, I'm the algorithm, everybody want to talk about me. Anything that I say and everything that I dress, everybody want to talk about me. Okay, so the question is now, then, Shanae Shields, for you, what are you going to do with your relevancy? Because not everybody gets the relevancy forever. You get this little short window of relevancy. And you as a boxer is going to get this short window of relevancy. And people are going to move on to the next. People are going to move on to the next athlete, going to move on to the next person, going to move on to the next. The algorithm is going to hit somebody else. What are you going to do with that? How are you going to elevate the young women, young females? How are you going to implement Black pride for yourself, so you could pass on that pride to somebody else? What do you have right now that is Black pride? Because it's like I've been saying for already like a year and 2 years or so, I've been saying that right now, people look at Shanae Shields and her career has been in the back burner. Her accomplishment is in the back burner. Now people know you primarily as the mistress or the side piece of Remy Ma's husband. And Black pride from that dudes have to hold each other accountable as well. Just like women have to hold women accountable, men have to hold women accountable, women have to hold men accountable. What I say about Remy Ma's husband, I'm holding him accountable as a man. I'm not saying that nobody could be friends. I'm not saying that nobody could fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Because love is love. I'm not saying hate each other. But, my man, if you love this woman, if this is your best friend, put it this way, like he said in the beginning, this is your best friend. Before you said queen and all that, is your best friend. Why don't you do as a man, as a righteous man that he says, I respect women. I'm a ladies' man. I always respect women. If you respect women and you respect Shields, why don't you respect her enough so she won't look dumb out here, right? Because that is where everybody goes at right away on Shanae Shields. Oh, you would have married man. You would have married man. You looking stupid. That's not your man. Pap is my man. Look at you, have a tattoo of a dude in your titty and stuff like that, and he's still married. Why don't you be good, be a real man, and finalize that divorce with the black beautiful queen, Remy Ma, so then you could walk into a relationship that's highly respectable, and then people could look at Shanae Shields like when she was with Tony. And then you could get down on one knee and propose to her. And then you could become a union in which God respects and other people in the community could respect. And then she wouldn't be a laughing stock. You're a man. You're supposed to protect that woman. And what you're doing is you're not protecting that woman. You're pushing that woman into the world. Woman, go outside. Shut the fuck up and go outside. And let everybody chastise you. You don't protect that woman. One of the number one thing about a man is to protect his woman and protect his family. You a damn gigolo. And somebody got to tell you, my brother, you a straight up bitch. See, even I'm getting now you talking about, no, got to be real honest with the dude, bro. And all those dudes around him that see it, it's like, oh, you do the same thing to other women. You have no respect. Tell this woman, be man enough. Hey, yo, woman, you know what I'm saying? Let me handle my business with because, matter of fact, I really have to do it because you are a public figure. I don't want people to disrespect you publicly. I don't want people to make fun of you publicly. I'm embarrassing you right now. That's not me being your best friend. That's not me being your man. Let me handle my business with my wife that I had a public marriage in which everybody knows her and everybody knows me. Everybody knows us. And I have a child in the middle as well. Let me do it right so I could walk into this relationship right with respect. But he's not man enough. Is that black pride? You don't like what I'm saying, Shanae Shields? This is me looking out for you. Huh? What would you say to me if they was in person right now? This is Shanae Shields and Remy Ma's husband is right here, and this is Punch Drunk, and I'm telling you, my man, bro, she's getting dissed out here in the street. She's getting dragged out here in the street, left and right, all day, every day, 24/7, because of you, because of your situation. She's getting dragged out. Do you understand that, my brother? Man, I don't mind. You got to be on my business. You don't think you're getting dragged out? I don't care. I love them. Stupid bitch, shut the fuck up. Hey, my man, go deal with this shit with Remy, my brother. To bring this woman that got no kids, all she had with her is a boxing career and her accomplishment. And everything is putting in the back burner because of your situation that you can't handle as a man. Go to the fucking house and pick up your damn clothes, you idiot. And then come back. God bless you. Ale, with the $20. Happy 4th, Punch. I truly appreciate you. It is a blessing to hear where your head and heart are. Claressa Shields is in position to bring down women's boxing while it's currently on the rise. Facts. Stay true. Stay blessed. Thank you. Appreciate you. TKB. And that's why I'm passionate about it. Look, folks, let me tell you like this. Shout out to all the content creators. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. Shout out to the people that has relatable content. And speaking about the Shanae Shields tweets and interviews and her situation with the gigolo upstairs, the archives speak for itself. I've been one of the few voices to talk about women boxing, to highlight women boxing. I am a women boxing fan to the core. I follow women boxing. I talk about women boxing. My content is women boxing. Go to the I've shown receipts, the archives. I've bought Claressa Shields' first pay-per-view event versus The Care. I supported Claressa Shields since the beginning. I support Amanda Serrano. I support Katie Taylor. I support Christina Cruz. I support Jessica McCaskill. I supported Cecilia Breakers. I support Michaela May. I support Alicia Baumgartner. I went live on Alicia Baumgartner's fight when she beat Harper, when I said, ain't no way anybody gonna beat this woman today. When she beat Michaela May, I even predicted she was an underdog. Alicia Baumgartner was an underdog versus Harper and versus Michaela May, and I picked it. I knew she was good before she ain't had the hype like that. This wasn't about, I'm Alicia Baumgartner. We respect Alicia Baumgartner because she looked good. No, it's because she looked good when she fights. And her entertainment value is what women boxing needed. Shout out to Savannah Marshall. I interviewed Shadeja Green. I've been pushing the Shadeja Green versus Claressa Shields fight for almost 5 years. I met Shadeja Green. I interviewed Shadeja Green when she ain't had no promotional deal. It was just her and the manager. I know, a matter of fact, before that, I knew Shadeja Green when she was signed to Kenny Porter. So this ain't that you're not walking into a channel that is just that's just going with the algorithm. Oh, this is what people talking about. Let me talk about it. Nah, I know there's some channels that's doing that right now, but no. I've been the one arguing and debating with other content creators and independent media in the sport of boxing to respect women boxing. I put my name on the line. I said I did a video when Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor was gonna fight in the backyard of Eddie Hearn's mansion during the pandemic as a co-main event to Povetkin and Dillian White and Amanda Serrano was gonna pull out. I said, hell no. I did a video. I could show you right now. I did a video. I said, hell no. You're not gonna put the best woman fight, the most lucrative and the #1 woman fight in the sport of boxing in the backyard of Eddie Hearn's mansion as a co-main event to a non-heavyweight title fight between Povetkin and Dillian White. Oh, Punch, you don't know what you're talking about. Punch, these women don't sell. These women don't sell. They're lucky that they could fight. They're lucky that they could get $100,000. I said, no. I did an interview with Amanda Serrano and I said that you were a seven-figure fighter. She said, if I could get 250,000 or 300,000, that would be all right. I said, nah, Amanda, you a seven-figure fighter. Come to Madison Square Garden, the first fight. The first two ladies ever to make $1 million was Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. And it was me, Punch on Boxing. I push for that shit. I fight for women boxing. Not these other niggas over here that be popping, making videos because the algorithm is hitting. They don't know shit about women boxing. Ask them about women boxing. They don't know shit. They didn't work from the ground up. Wasn't pushing for women. Now there's some dudes that's just taking advantage of the algorithm. I get it. Get your hustle on. My channel speak for itself. My channel speak for itself. So now when I'm talking about Claressa Shields, I've been talking about Claressa Shields, but I gotta now tell her and hold her accountable because that's saying that the blueprint and the green print to get women boxing to where it's at is about class. It was not about chaos. It was not about disrespect. Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Breakers did not need to disrespect each other. The undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Cecilia Breakers, was all class. Jessica McCaskill, that her husband is her trainer and the manager, class. Amanda Serrano, class. Katie Taylor, class. Shadeja Green, class. French on Crew de Jour, class. I was in the building when she became a super middleweight undisputed. Estrada, class. All these girls show class. Women boxing was built off class, not chaos. That was the men's side. That was, Muhammad Ali needed to talk his shit to create more revenue, to create more lucrative, to get the audience to hate him so they could buy tickets to see him lose. Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, all that. But in women boxing, no, not women. That's why you could take Claressa Shields out and everybody is positive. Alicia Baumgartner is religiously calling out Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano will give props to Alicia Baumgartner. You looking good. Yo, great fight. She don't take it personal. She don't take it personal. She knows who she is. And she knows that the young one is gunning for her because, hey, it's a passing of the torch fight that she wants to get. That's understandable. It's the cycle of life in the sport of boxing. Your young fighter wants to fight the veteran. Just like Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali, here comes Mike Tyson to beat Larry Holmes. It happens. Just like Oscar de la Hoya, just like Hector Camacho beat Durang, and then Hector Camacho fought Oscar de la Hoya, and Oscar de la Hoya beat Hector Camacho, and Oscar de la Hoya beat Julio Cesar Chavez, and the passing of the torch. Yes, so that's understandable. Alicia Baumgartner calling on Amanda Serrano because she's on her way out and she wants to fight that one. They're looking now with a $10 super chat. Ali TKP. Say your passion is your receipt on what you love and know. That is why I love to watch all your boxing videos. I'm an old school Hearn Hagler, Ray Leonard fan, but I love for women's to rise. Facts. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, Fundura, facts. As a matter of fact, Fundura, Fight Fury Films. Fundura may be the fighter of the year on the ESPYs. Guess what? How much you want to bet Shanae Shields is gonna get tight? Fundura is the youngest undisputed woman champion ever. The youngest undisputed champion ever in women boxing history. She is due. She has been nominated. Claressa Shields was also nominated by the ESPY. How much you want to bet? In my opinion, to be honest, for 2025, Fundura should be women fighter of the year. Shanae Shields gonna get tight. But what? You didn't win a championship, bro. You fought French on Crew de Jour, a person that you already beat in the pros and in the amateurs, and you fought Lenny Daniels. You don't win anything by that. You You're not gonna you didn't do nothing more special than Fundura. But we'll see. You know why I love? Uh-oh. Look, there's gonna be a blackout. You don't put it this way, folks. My first, and I said this for the new people that's looking on and familiar with the channel. My first media boxing credential was Amanda Serrano and Heather Hardy. Amanda Serrano and Heather Hardy sold almost every ticket in the Hulu Theater. They was promoting in Brooklyn, promoting in Manhattan, right? They put them in the co-main event to Devin Haney and Saul Abdulaev. Devin Haney was working his way up. Nobody knew who Devin Haney was. I went to the press conference. Nobody knew too much about Devin Haney. In the way they know him now, they didn't know him, especially in the East Coast in New York. Nobody knows Saul Abdulaev as well. So right from the beginning, not from the beginning when I was doing media credentials, but I was a fan of women boxing, the amateurs and all that stuff, right? But I thought that it was unfair. I thought it was unfair for Heather Hardy and Amanda Serrano to be in the co-main event while they sold out. They sold the tickets. They sold the tickets. If you was out there leading to fight week, it was Heather Hardy and Amanda Serrano. That's what people was talking about. The Irish versus the Puerto Rican, right? That's what everybody was talking about. So when it came down to the potential first fight of Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor in the backyard of Eddie Hearn's mansion throughout due to the pandemic, right? I saw the equality. I saw the unfairness in women, and yeah, there's sometimes when there's a situation when people be like, well, you got to understand, Punch, but these women don't sell like the men. No, I did see where the women sold more than the men, and they still put the women in the back burner, because after Amanda Serrano and Heather Hardy fought, everybody was leaving. People who already was leaving from the arena, because they didn't know too much about Devin Haney and Saul Abdulaev. So I saw when the women sold the card, they were still put as a co-main event. And they was going to do that too. Now I understand this. If it was Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury in the UK, and Amanda Serrano was going to face Katie Taylor at that time in the arena, I could understand them being the co-main event. Almost like I understand Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, and they were going to put them in the co-main event for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson sold an illusion that he's back to the Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson, everybody loves him around the world. He's treated like royalty around the world. But everybody knew, but put it this way, I was out there in Dallas, Texas, 73,000 plus. 73,000 plus. And ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people was there to see Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. That was the fight that brought respect to that event, because Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was like a circus fight, an exhibition fight of come on, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But what justified the event to make it official was the rematch of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I was in the locker room with the representative of Netflix, went to the locker room to congratulate Amanda Serrano after Amanda Serrano got her stitches, and she was a little bit of emotional. But the Netflix representative, it was like 4 women, it was like 6 women and 3 guys, and there was like 2 of them. They was tearing and said, "Oh my God, I never watched a woman boxing match in my life. This was like, this is our first time doing sports. And I'm so inspired." There was one woman, and she was like tearing. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so inspired by you. Oh my God, we have to bring you back. We promise we have to bring you back. We have to work again." And I'm like, yo, Netflix is real because they kept their word. That's why you had the all-woman card with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. See, before that, it wasn't about Jake Paul because Netflix didn't want Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Jake Paul had to go to the zone. What Netflix wanted was the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. So when Claressa, she was trying to downplay that it was Mike Tyson and Jake Paul that sold the fight, Netflix wanted Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, and they made sure that it was an all-woman card. When there was people also that said, yo, put men in it, Amanda Serrano wanted an all-woman card. So I get a glimpse of what women in boxing are inspired by. I've seen people in the same state. I've been in the arena when there's Claressa Shields, and I've been in the arena when there's Amanda Serrano. I've been in the arena and I see the interaction when they see, yo, folks, I'm not lying to y'all, bro. I'm not lying. And when I get the kick, when I already got kicked, but I'm gonna really film way more things. You know what I'm saying? High low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, better than Frosted Flakes. Yo, when she walks in the room, this is what you get. Oh my God, look at her. Not by contemporaries, not by the contemporaries, by boxing people, boxing media, promotional companies, media reps. Yeah, I saw the video that I had with Amanda, that I seen Amanda Serrano in the Barclays Center, and I was walking to where my seat was at, and they was already in the middle where everybody was walking, and she go, yo, champ, what's good? Nobody, because Amanda Serrano is a very small lady, right? But as soon as one saw is Amanda Serrano, two is Amanda Serrano, yo, it was a mob of people. It's not like that with Claressa Shields. When Katie Taylor is around, I seen her in Madison Square Garden. People they gravitate to, because when you think about women boxing, but you think about their ladies, you know what I'm saying? A woman is strong but delicate at the same time, soft and you know what I'm saying, but strong at the same time. You know, I found it very attractive. Women, I do. Me personally, I find strong women attractive. I'm not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm talking about strong lady, confident, righteous, and athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like I find that attractive in a woman. Some people say that, yo, what it's like my grandmother. My grandmother is a person to, I mean, God rest her soul, she died last year. And grieving has been very, very rough for the past year and still getting over. And I got some other bad news that I really want to I'll share with y'all maybe in another live or something like that. But I don't want to dwell on that right now. But my grandmother used to be the type, 80 years old, 80, you know what I'm saying? She'll go to the pharmacy or she'll go to buy some groceries and she'll carry the bags and let me get the bag. She'll be like, no, I got it. No, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like she didn't need help. Like she don't want the help. She wants you to, she used to be like, Eddie, can you get me a job? Already, like she's already like, she's 88, 89, 87, and she still wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? And she'll say, you know, when old people, they say the same thing back then. You know, when I started working doing this and then and that. I could work in Spanish. I could work and stuff like that. No. I wouldn't even let you work if you could work. You know what I'm saying? But she never had an excuse. You know what I'm saying? She never had an excuse. It's good, men, and like I always say that the weakest men out there is those who search for women that's vulnerable at the time. Anybody could be vulnerable, but Don't get into a relationship when a woman is vulnerable. Be her friend when she's vulnerable. Be somebody that she can lean on when she's vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be a union when she's at her lowest. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make emotional decisions. There's men that like to take advantage of the vulnerability of a woman. But real men like the strong woman. And what I mean about strong is you know, it's like it says in the Bible, a helper, you know, a caretaker, a mother, a great mother. You know what I'm saying? Motherly. You know, you want to know that a man is gonna have his bad day. Sometimes a man ain't gonna be physically ready, not ready, but physically. You know what I'm saying? He could be sick. You need a strong woman to lift his spirits up, hold him down. I'm not saying financially. Sometimes it could be financially, but I'm just saying spirits up. You know, because men don't, even when our spirits is down, we don't like to talk about it, because that fits into our pride, and not pride, but the way that we provide security. You know what I'm saying? That's why when a dude is low on money or he loses his job, you know, he look at security. We feel like that's our job. It's to provide. It's our job to secure and provide our family, and women and stuff. They don't got to worry about nothing. And even when a man is you know, has that patch where shit is getting rough, we don't show it. If we show it, then our women, they'll how you say it, they'll panic twice as much. And if the man and the woman is panicking in the household, the children is gonna panic triple times that. You know? Like I was seeing the funeral of Louis Farrakhan, and what he was saying about his wife. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. They was married for 76, what was it, 76 years, 72 years? God rest her soul. 90 years old. They got married. What was it? They got married in 1950. What was it? 1953. That's some beautiful thing, man. Farrakhan and his wife married. What was it? 1956, 1953, something like that. Wow. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. 420 in the building. It was good. And I'm not everybody gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna have that. But the things that we're saying to Claressa Shields and her situation in the beginning, because I think now people now are they laughing now. We're laughing now, but we're laughing because her attitude towards our constructive criticism. Time and time again, we're the haters, that we're hating on her. We're hating on her. And I understand she's blind. So she think that we're hating. It's just like a young kid when your mother and your father tells you something, this is going to happen. And it happened. And you don't want to listen to your parents. And I'm not saying that we're trying to parent Claressa Shields, but we see that she may be old, but we see the immature. We see the youth in her here. We see that she's a 13, 14-year-old girl here. She may be a 31-year-old, and you may have accomplished things in the ring, but outside of the ring, just because you got money in your pocket, but you moving here, relationship-wise, you a rookie. And we see a guy that's not a rookie. We see a guy that already had his baby mamas, and his children is just as old as you, and is currently in a marriage in which his marriage has not been finalized. And we letting you know, you don't gotta be in that situation. That's number one. You're going to get hurt. You know why you're going to get hurt? Because you told us in that Shannon Sharp interview that you never wanted to date celebrities because you do not want to look stupid in public, and you cannot handle looking stupid in public. Guess how you've been looking, Shannon Shields? You've been looking stupid in public. And guess who's making you look like a fool? Not us. You could say Punch Drunk, I'm gonna sue you. You YouTubers, I'm gonna sue you. You guys talk shit. You know who's making you look like a fool? Remy Ma's husband, and he knows it. What is he gonna say? How many interviews he's done protecting your ass? Did he protect your ass in that freestyle when 50 Cent was humiliating you? Did he say one word in protecting you on that freestyle when 50 Cent was going at you, calling you a handsome woman? Did he protect you? No. With another man? No. Hey, yo, Punch, are you talking all that shit? I want to see if you ever cross paths with Remy and, well, I'm sorry, with Shields and Papoose. They saw me December 10th. They saw me. Nothing. What they going to say? What are you going to say? What can Remy Ma's husband or Shanae Shields tell me? What are they going to say? Stop doing videos. That's the most thing you could say. Please stop it. You can't tell me. Am I lying? Hey, yo, my man, are you married to Remy Ma? Yo, but I'm separate. Are you married to Remy Ma? You don't think it's... If you had a daughter in that situation, what would you tell the golden child? If Claressa Shields was if the golden child, when she grows up and she's in the same position as Claressa Shields, right? What would you tell your daughter and she's dating and everything is public? What would you tell your daughter? What would you tell that guy messing with your daughter? Huh? What would you tell him? Nah, baby girl, go out there and if you love that man, you know what I'm saying, go out and get the fuck out of here, man. You're going to be a father and protect your daughter. That's your princess forever, right? I'm not saying nothing bad. And hey, yo, and folks, thank you, Miss Didi. Thank you, Miss Didi. And I'm not saying, and we're not saying don't be friends. We're not saying don't ever be an item. All we're saying is, Shields, you're looking bad out here. Your whole accomplishment has been put in the back burner. You a walking crash out. And you crashing out because you keep on trying to defend your relationship with a married man. You doing it to yourself. The more you say, these people, I am a 2-time Olympic man. All right. Okay. All right. People don't care about that because people don't follow you. People wasn't following you like that. What is the memory? What is the highlight of it anyway? You don't even got highlights in your pro fights. You don't got no knockouts. You got 3 knockouts. You're not an entertainment. You're loud. That is it. And you're louder than any other females. If other females get as loud as you, you will be drowned. Because if there's a loud entertainer, like if there is a woman that is a knockout artist, she's a knockout. Put it this way, Amanda Serrano. If Amanda Serrano want to be ignorant, if Amanda Serrano say, I'm going to knock y'all bitches out, if she want to say that, excuse my language, if she talks like that, she will get she will even get more negative, but more traffic as well. But if Amanda Serrano says it, people will believe it. You know why? Because she got 32 knockouts. She got 32 knockouts. So if Amanda Serrano says, I'm going to knock your ass out, as a matter of fact, Amanda Serrano can actually say what you're saying and it will be more believed. Amanda Serrano says, if I fight a dude on my weight class, I could hurt him. I could probably stop. And people will be like, come on, Amanda Serrano, stop it. But it will be more believable because you got 32 knockouts. You talk, Claressa Shields talk shit about knocking people out. You only got 3 knockouts. You can't even knock out girls. So how you going to knock out a dude? You can't even knock out girls. High-low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in the sport of boxing. Good looking out. High-low, how you doing, my brother? Hope all is well, all is good. Yes, we just got my brothers. Damn, Miss Didi. My condolences, man. Oh, man. I've been thinking about death more since my grandmother died more, and I don't want to think like that, but it's like, you know, when somebody very, very close dies, that's when you really death. Then I ain't never gonna listen to that laugh again. I'm not gonna have a conversation with them again here on earth, in the flesh. You know, it's tough. tough, but my condolences. I know it got to be tough. I know it got to be tough. And she's still on podcast, and she on still podcast doing interviews. She want to, you know what it is? She does podcasts with interviewers that don't know nothing about the sport of boxing. I like I like the dude that said I ain't see the whole interview, but I liked that part when he was saying that people don't think about your boxing career, they think about your relationship with your relationship. He should have said your relationship with Remy Ma's husband. Don't be ashamed, my brother. You're the interviewer. Keep it real. Yes, it's really hard right now for me. Damn. I understand. Man. I understand. My condolences. My prayers. Ms. Didi, my prayers go out to you, man. My prayers. Definitely gonna have you in my prayers. When I do pray. The Morning Hustle Show. Yeah, the dude was trying to tell her, like, yo, that basically, in paraphrasing, your career, your accomplishment, people look at your relationship more than your career. No, it's not. What she was trying. Oh, y'all racist. Y'all, that's racist. Black. What you? Then she started saying that is racist. Yo, people call out. Yo, Conor McGregor is an Irish. There are a lot of people that don't like how Conor McGregor was talking too, in his prime. And then there are other people that like that boisterous, but because in the male side, that sells. That sells. Let me tell you something about the combat world. Most men don't like Claressa Shields' attitude. And if you're trying to gain fans, because most other fans in boxing and the combat world are men, if you already damn, I'm missing the word. Turning off when you're already turning off the men. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're getting you putting butts in the seats, but those are comp tickets. Those are giveaways. Just like y'all said that y'all gave 1,000 tickets away for children, for the youth, 1,000 tickets away. But y'all gave people was giving way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Look what you have to do. You even now you becoming a fraud now. Unappealing. Yeah, thank you. Unappealing. But she's becoming now you false advertising. Now you're truly being a fraud. I'm gonna sell 20,000, but you ain't gonna sell no 20,000 pay-per-view. Ain't nobody there to see you. As a matter of fact, there is not even an undercard for your fight. The commission hasn't even passed it. There hasn't been a press release. There's no undercard. The card is Miss Big Liz and Talisha Rikishi, whatever her name. I'm sorry, whatever her name is. Taseki, something like that. And Orlando Brown versus Ray J. That's who's going to be selling the fight in ATL. That's going to be selling the fight in ATL. You can't even sell on ATL. You can't sell out a living room just signing autographs in ATL right now. Thank you. What you're saying, thank you, appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Nah, this woman is crazy, bro. We got to check this woman. Check her. This is what Amanda Serrano said one time. Wow, I remember the days when Claressa and I were sisters. To hear her mention my name in a good way got me tad emotional. Don't mind me. I'm mush. That's when she was going at Shadeja Green and saying the only people that sell or are known or whatever. Does this look like a person that hated her? Layla Ali was supporting Claressa Shields from day one. And Claressa Shields is so desperate to have a big fight that everybody will remember or get a payday or get that big payday. You try to go after a pioneer that hasn't been in the ring in 15 years. That's nearly, it's going to be 50, yet look 15 years younger than you. Well, you think she supported you off clout? Layla Ali doesn't need you. Look at Layla Ali. Layla Ali has a husband, kids. She respected the legacy that her father left behind. She honors the legacy and she honors her father. So she don't act out. And the thing what I love about what Layla Ali did say, that Layla Ali wouldn't, Layla see, it was $15 million. Any money, she would not share the ring with a Claressa Shields. She don't deserve it to share the ring. She doesn't deserve to have my name attached to hers. I like that. See, that right there is a strong woman, is empowered. That money doesn't drive her. That's not the motive. You think you're going to disrespect my name and my accomplishment and you want to share the name? You're going to benefit from me. You're going to benefit. You're going to get money from me. No money. She said, no money. Well, you will never share the ring with me. No money. I'm good with money. Tell me any young fighter that's disrespecting Mike Tyson right now. Any young fighter. Any young fighter that says Mike Tyson ain't shit. Any young fighter. Any young fighter. Any young Mexican fighter say that about Julio Cesar Chavez. Any black young fighter that says that about Mike Tyson. Thomas Hearns. Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard. She comes so much from a broken home. She doesn't probably respect her parents. She doesn't respect those who sacrificed to put in him precision. Look at her cousin, how she speak about it. Her cousin said that she's the one that took care of Claressa Shields. Look how her own cousin talk about her. Look how her own past friends talk about her, like Jay the Boxer. Your own family talks about it. You don't have your family situated very well. You don't respect the pioneers and you don't respect your contemporaries that never disrespected you and doing great things. So when I say that she's a cesspool, she is. She's a cancer to women boxing. She's not needed. She's not needed. She's a disgrace, in my opinion. She's sick. She needs help. And I think that she got a reprobate mind. So even though that I say that she needs help, I think that she got a reprobate mind. It's nothing that you could change her. I think she's not, you know, when they say damaged goods, she's just damaged. Yeah, you could be a few girls here and there, and yeah, you can have an accomplishment, but that doesn't make you a good person. Boxing is gonna come. Boxing is a short career. Who are you gonna be after boxing? Shanae Shields, her accomplishment is smoking mirrors. Nobody gonna remember you. You don't even got a highlight reel. Who's gonna remember you? That you could become a 3-division undisputed world champion? How you became a 3-division undisputed world champion? Did anybody remember who you beat to become a 3-division world champion? Who do you beat to become a heavyweight undisputed world champion? Or it's going to have to take people like me to educate them. But people don't give a damn. I haven't had one person in the comment section to say, hey, yo, Punch, I don't know. But when did Claressa, who did Claressa beat to become a undisputed world champion in the middleweight division and the heavyweight division and stuff like that? You know why? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know what they're going to remember, though? They are going to remember Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They're going to remember you smacking Alicia Baumgartner before any of the highlights. They're going to remember you getting put down by the sparring partner in which you said you're going to sue because he knocked you down. when you were saying that you could beat up all men. That's your highlight reel. Your highlight reel is a bunch of chaos. That's your highlight reel. I'm a boxing pundit and I can't even show you right now the highlight reel. Maybe that you knocked down Perkins. Maybe that's your biggest highlight reel. Maybe that's your biggest highlight reel. She going to be in Zeus. Man, even the people in Zeus don't like her, man. Yo, folks, I'm telling you the truth. I know people that know her that behind the scenes tell me they don't like her, but they still got to deal with her in some work capacity. Unicorn said, yo, we will remember the smell like sweat and onions. And guess who eating all of that up? Remy Ma's husband. Nasty dude, bro. He nasty. I think this is correct right here. I think Layla Ali saying that she's passing the torch to Alicia Baumgartner. I think that's the proper passing of the torch. Of course, Amanda Serrano, she got her last fight. You got Katie Taylor going to be performing September 5th on a farewell fight. And then when they leave, I think Alicia Baumgartner, is going to be that one. I think she got more fights. I think she got a Caroline Dubois. I think she could have a rematch with Michaela Mayer. She could move up to 140, 135. There is a lot of fights for her. I think that Ellie Scottney can move up. I think Tiara Brown is a good fight for Alicia Baumgartner. I think they should make that fight. I don't want Tiara Brown to actually vacate her belt, but I think Tiara Brown versus Alicia Baumgartner is a good fight. You got Scott Nicholson that can move up and get that fight. Yo, Alicia Baumgartner got a lot of fights, so she has a lot of big fights waiting for her. She got a lot of big fights waiting for her. I love Alicia. I asked her about her work on regimen and what she eats because I want to lose weight, and she definitely hit me back and told me, yeah, yo, I'm gonna tell you something about women boxing. All these women are very, very humble. I think that sometimes people may see them, they athletes and they fighters. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, these women are one of the sweetest women. I'll be honest. One of the sweetest women for real. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I respect them. I respect them all. I respect all fighters. For Claressa Shields stepping inside the ring, I respect her for that as well. You know what I'm saying? I just don't respect her attitude. I don't respect her personality. I don't respect the fabric of the person that she is. She's not a athlete that I want my daughter to look up to be motivated by. I think she has the attitude that can make my daughter say, I don't want to box. Daddy, I don't want that boxing stuff. I'm gonna be around women like that. I don't like it boxing. Papi, I want to play basketball. I want to play with Asia Wilson. I want to play with Clark. I want to play basketball. I don't like boxing. French on Crew de Jeune. Yeah, it's very humble lady. Very humble and beautiful lady. Very welcoming. Shadeja Green as well. I know people see her as, tough and, and stuff like that. But Shadeja Green is a gentle giant as well. Shadeja Green. Very sweet lady. Very sweet lady, man. Very sweet lady. She could look like from the far, she looks like not like approachable. But once you speak to Shadeja Green is a very, very sweet lady. And she pride herself in being a lady. You know what I'm saying? She has a wife. Shout out to her wife and stuff like that. So I know how certain people may feel about, lesbian and stuff like that. But even that she could seem butchy or whatever, she's a lady. Oh. Love my kids. What's good? What's good? What's good? I didn't when today? Right now? Love my kids. Appreciate you. I didn't see the give me a second. I didn't see the super chat. The super chat the other day, in one of the videos, yes, but you're talking about today? It hasn't shown up right now. No, it haven't shown up on today's live. Give me a sec. Let me check. I didn't get anything. I didn't see anything in the super chat today. Five minutes ago. No, it didn't show up. It didn't show up. Sorry about that, but it didn't show up today. I didn't see. The last thing I see is Unicorn says you spoke volumes today. Enjoy. The last one was high low, Mr. Moonshine, the keep of objectivity. But nah, man. Hey, yo, you two, what's your problem, huh? You playing with Love My Kids, huh? Huh? You two? Don't make me now. Don't make me. Wow. That's it's clear to see Shade's absolutely humble and beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh, I'm telling you, all these women, man, for real. I've spoken to a lot of these. I've spoken to a lot of these women, and they like, you know, they man cool, man. They man cool, and they work hard. I'm dead serious. I'm more entertained in the past 4 years. I have been more entertained by women boxing than the male. I'm not saying that the men don't do their thing, of course, but I'm just saying that is a certain way that the women are fighting right now. The women are fighting like it's old school, like they going for it. Even if they don't get a lot of knockouts, but you could see the effort. And as a fan, that's what you pay for. You pay for a fight, you pay for effort. You hate when somebody doesn't put effort on you and you paying as a customer. Hi, Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Good looking now. So, let me know, folks. Let me know in the chat. Let's be real. Let's talk about what we were talking about in the beginning. Let's talk about it. What is Black Pride? What is Black Pride? Before we go into pride in itself, but what is Black Pride? When she said that she represents Black Pride, Unicorn with the $5 super chat with the purple hearts, matching with the Claressa Shields purple dress. Good looking. I appreciate you. God bless. When she said represent, let me know. What is got that one? Love my kids. Love my kids. I told you two don't play around with us. Don't play around with Love My Kids. My son went to ODU with Shadeja, Jersey. They graduated 2012. They remain friends. He said, Shay, great person. She is, man. She's a great person. And shout out to Mama Shadeja too. Great person as well. Shout out to Shadeja Shields, Shadeja Green's moms. I saw her in the fight. Yo, she look young too. You ever seen Shadeja Green's mom? She look very. Hey, yo, put it this way: Shadeja Green's mom look younger than Shanae Shields. Shadeja Green's mom look young. Shadeja Green's. I thought they were sisters. Shadeja's mom, they look like sisters. She probably even look a little younger than Shadeja. Right? Love my kids. Everybody, if anybody's seen Shadeja Green's mom, she looked like she just straight out of college. Shout out to Shadeja Green's mom. Cool lady. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know where Shadeja gets it from, you know, her personality and things like that. Because her look is more like, you know, athletic, you know, but you know what I'm saying? She know, but she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. Claressa probably was on the chat GPT to write the post. I think so too. Yo, Tracy. She did. She ain't write that. She ain't write that. She grunked that. She ain't write that. She ain't typed that. Just like I don't think that Papoose typed that Claressa Shields got robbery. She ain't typed that. He ain't typed that. Cause you thinking about you talking about black pride. Why would you say that is a robbery? Because now you're saying that now you downplaying another black woman. Now you downplaying Asia Wilson, just like you played Angel Reese. While Angel Reese is in a WNBA and saying, I'm not getting the love compared to Caitlin Clark because she's black, right? She's fighting the battle in the WNBA. And here you come, Claressa Shields, and basically try to downplay to up your accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was all about accomplishment. So what you think that Angel Reese been doing? I don't even know. Angel Reese should have never threw a selfie with that woman. Mama Green. Yeah, Mama Green. Shout out to Mama Green. So what folks, help me out. I don't think I need the help, but I know that Shanae Shields be in the comment section. She be watching the lives. What is black pride? Because I don't want Claressa Shields to be the representative of it. She doesn't represent black pride. When I think about black pride, I do not. Hey, yo, put it this way. She is the opposite of black pride. That's not who I think. When I think about black pride, if I ever think about black pride, if I ever think about anything pride outside of the Rainbow Army, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that pride, but we're thinking about pride, the definition of pride and black pride. The first thing I think about black pride, Malcolm X. If you say black pride, Malcolm X. Right away, Malcolm X. When you tell me black pride, if you tell me black pride in the athlete, right away, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Malcolm X. That's what I think about. Right there in the athletic world, or right away, hey, give me a name, black pride, Malcolm X. What about the athletic world, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown? You know what I'm saying? Women, a women actress, Angela Bassett. Right away. In comedy, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. Black pride in hip hop artists. Lauryn Hill. Male hip hop artist, Nas. Woman boxer, Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? That's when I look at it, because you wanted to represent something. You wanted to represent something. If, put it this way, if you can't do something, right? You can't go somewhere, and you need somebody to represent you, right? To do something that you could do, or like, oh, I can't make it over there, but I'm gonna send somebody to represent me to do the work, or to accept this from me. It's just like when you're in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship with somebody that represents you, that is the extension of you. It's like you get you. It's just like kids that that misbehave, and the first thing they say is, "Man, who's the parent of this child?" Right? Sometimes parents get mad at a child for misbehaving because it's also, you represent me. When you out there, you represent me. You represent the teaching, the morals, the principle that I've taught you in the house, and go out there and exercise what you've learned. Exercise the morals that you've been taught. So if we thinking about anything pride, represent. When you think about, hey, represent Puerto Rican pride. Hey, in boxing, Amanda Serrano. Right? Puerto Rican pride. Amanda Serrano. What is black pride? I think those are the constructive criticisms that we trying to tell Claressa Shields to gain it. Michelle Obama, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Michelle Obama is a woman. People need a if you could, whatever political affiliation that you have, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, or something like, and stuff like that. That, I mean, like, I think that she carried herself like a lady, man. She carried herself like a lady, just like a Trump's wife carried herself like a lady. You know, like there's people to give others an excuse. There's people out there that give people an excuse for them to be. Michelle Obama doesn't give somebody an excuse for them to go at them to. Or Michelle Obama doesn't give somebody that excuse for them to be like, oh, she's a man and shit like that. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right. There's freedom of speech, but that wasn't right. I agree with what Dana White said. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't right. That wasn't right. He was trying to, he thought that he was going to get brownie points from the president or something like that. No. Shields gets smoked out here because she deserves it. Excuse on momentum of nothing, leading one to nowhere. I just report. Black woman said, I just reported, Vince. There will be no slander of a beautiful, intelligent first lady. Good looking now, good looking now. Love my kids. Being the loudest person in the room is annoying, distraction, never an attraction. Good looking, I tell them, love my kids. I mean, if you're gonna be loud with a purpose, right? If you're gonna be loud, sometimes, hey yo, love my kids. Sometimes we gotta be loud because we gotta be heard. Sometimes we gotta be loud. But her loudness is a distraction. It is. It's just a bunch of noise. God bless you, love my kids. Tracy said I did too. Damn, Vince, they getting at you, Vince. Why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that about Michelle? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's just because people may not like. It's just like when they be like when there's people that don't like Trump, but they diss his wife. What she got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Obama, what does Michelle has to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Salvador in the building. Dímelo. You know what I'm saying? That's like, wow. Okay. Like, wow. All right. We all know that the country is divided in some way, right? Some people like Obama. Some people like Trump. Some people like, you know, I like the Cynthia McKinsey. Where's Cynthia at? I haven't seen her in such a long time, man. Some people like the Green Party. You know, some people like the independents. There's people out there that doesn't vote. There's certain things that Trump did good, and then there's certain things that he ain't do too good, and there's certain things that Obama did good. There's certain things that he needed to work on. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people start taking it personal with other people just because they're political affiliation or political what they voted. Oh, you a Trump supporter? I don't like you. Oh, you like Obama? Ew, you a liberal? Ew. Oh, you a Republican conservative? Ew. Oh, you pro-life? Ew. Oh. And then people start hating that. Man, I even stopped talking about politics because I'm like, damn, people. If you like Trump, they think that you Trump, and when you voted for Obama, they think that you Obama. You voted for Bush, you're Bush. You're Ronald Reagan. Damn it. I feel that, whatever, there's gonna be some time wherever you are in life, whatever age you are in life, you vote for that particular. No president is perfect, no politician is perfect, but there's something at the time that you want, and if that person say that they're gonna take care of that thing that you want at the same time that you want it, then you vote for that person, right? That's how I see it. So if there's somebody that, man, I want the economy to be better, and there's a president that fixed the economy, then damn, I want that president talking about the economy. There was a time when I was like, yo, man, we taking care of care of the whole world, and we ain't receiving nothing. It's time for us. It's time for us to take care of our home. Hey, Trump says America comes first. All right, I like that. When Obama ran for president, hey, I like Obama. First time going around. Damn, I like this Green Party movement. I want something new. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The war between you know what I'm saying? You take everything into consideration, but understand that everything that you want is not going to change. Everything that you want, you're not going to. Everything that you want is not going to. You're going to get. Yeah, politics is a whole different type of story. When it comes to politics and religion, that's a forever ongoing conversation and content. That's like forever. It doesn't end. Politics and religion conversation never ends, man. You're going to get into beefs. You're going to get into it. Yo, I had one of my great friends, and she hasn't talked to me to this day. We was friends. And she wanted me to respect men that turn into women, and for me to call them women. And I said, no, I'm not. They're men to me. I said it. No, that's a man. But why you disrespect? Why you just can't call them what they are if they identify with this? Yo, I'm not disrespecting, but I'm not stupid either. I'm just not going to feel. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to tell my kids, hey, that's a woman. No, that's a man. No, that's it. Like, why you getting mad at me? No. Oh, you don't respect the LGBT. You don't respect that. You know that I respect and I work with that community and da. Hey, all I'm saying is I don't care if a man want to be with a man and a woman want to be with a woman. That's not the conversation. You want me to think that the man that becomes a woman is a woman, and you okay for that man to play in women's sports. And I say no. Yo, a 20-year friendship went down the drain. And I was happy with that, because I'm like, if you're not gonna talk to me, if you're and I know what it is. And the thing it was that her son was gay. And she goes, nah, because if you don't respect that, if you don't respect if you don't respect that, then you don't respect my son. Then we can't be friends. And I said, wait a minute. Did I say anything about your son? No, but all right, your son is gay. Your son likes to be with another guy. I've never said anything bad about your son. Your son is cool. I don't give a damn what he does. But It's a difference between that your man, that your son wants to be with another man, than you're telling me that the man that become a woman is a man. She tried to tell me that that because I don't respect that, I don't respect her son. But your son is a dude. He doesn't dress like a girl, nothing like that. He's just a dude that like a dude. Those are different. A tranny is different from a woman that just like a woman, and a dude that likes a dude. That's not, you can't compare the two. This person believes that in his body that he was born wrong, and he's really a woman in the inside, and was born with a penis. That's not your son. High, low, D-Man low, Mr. Moonshine, the stand-up boxing comedy. Am I wrong, folks? Let me know if I'm wrong. And I lost a friendship. I said, get the hell out. I don't need your friendship then. You the devil anyway. Damn, I'm trying to be as nice as I could be. You damn devil. I'm trying to have a little bit of sympathy for you, but you're not. No. You're gonna be telling me that this man with a pink, I want to be a woman that I gotta call Kim Kardashian's stepfather, a mother. No. Shit, I ain't gonna turn these people want me to turn mental illness on me now. No, now they trying to pressure me to be mental illness. Get the hell out of here. No. I'm sorry, folks. If you're gonna be like, I'm gonna unsubscribe to Punch Drunk because no, my son is a girl, and if Punch doesn't respect that, then I can't respect his channel. So get the hell out of here, then, okay? Ain't gonna be no damn devils around here, all right? Shit, I'm trying to be nice as possible. I'm trying to be nice, I don't give a damn about none of that, man. You like what you like is your problem, If you don't want to, if you don't want to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, that's on you. It's on you. That's not my problem. That's just the gift. That's the gift that he gave us. Like, if you want to go to the kingdom of heaven, then you accept Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. If you don't want to go to the kingdom of heaven, you want to go from earth to hell, that's on you. I don't give a damn about that. That's on you. You're in no position to say that. You don't judge. Is that what it say in the Bible? No. And it says that I could correct in righteousness. Timothy 2, okay? I said as a woman. Yo, I'm telling you, man, people, that's what it is. Okay, everybody has an opinion. Is when you're trying to impose your opinion right now, and you got to believe my opinion. No, like, it's good to debate. I was having this conversation with my brother and shit like that. We was talking about the Knicks, right? And I said, yo, Jalen Brunson, because last year, right, he was mad that Jalen Brunson was playing hero ball. You should have passed the ball to Karl Anthony Towns. And I said, man, I live and die with Jalen Brunson. No, we needed him to jack up these shots and play hero ball. No, you see, no, that's not what a point guard does. That's not what a point guard does. So this year, Jalen Brunson played hero ball and we won. So the first thing I told my brother, I said, what I told you, hero ball Jalen Brunson, hero ball Jalen Brunson. He ain't saying that. Then we was having a conversation yesterday, and he's like, there's no hero ball. That's not the reason why we won. No, that's the reason why we won. We was down every game by double digits in the first half. Karl Anthony Towns averaged 1.1 points in the fourth quarter. Damn it, we needed Jaylen Brown hero ball. We needed that dude to jack up some shots. And we won. We waited all our lives. I told my brother, we waited all our lives. Why am I feeling I'm talking to a damn rivalry right now? You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be yes. You was right, brother. I want to learn too. So when she says black pride, I want to know what's the definition of black pride? And why am I the only one that's checking her too? we live in a time where people want everything to be acceptable and want you to accept it. Yeah. Hell no, I can't live a life like that. I ain't gonna accept abnormal. Nowadays, abnormal is the new normal. No, I don't want to accept that shit. I like, hey, if I gotta live in my own bubble of normality, I live in my own bubble of normality. Like, for real. Like, why? I think, you know what it is? I think now people are bored now. That's what it is. I think society in America is bored. There's no new inventions. It's just upgrading shit. Like, this is bored. People are bored. Like, if you look at the P. Diddy situation, the motherfucker got bored. I think he fucked so many chicks around the world, touring and stuff like that, him being P. Diddy, that why do you need to hire men hookers to F your wife and you to watch? Like you gotta be, all right, you have so much, maybe you have so much vajiji, so much to the point that shit got bored and you want to something else. It's something, something need to off you. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was watching back in the days. It was an interview with what's his name? What's the Puerto Rican the Puerto Rican singer? Ricky Martin. Inside, living la vida loca. Is it Ricky Martin? Ricky Martin. Damn it, what's his name? Is it Ricky Martin? Is it Ricky Martin? Anyway, the gay dude, right? So, yes. So he had an interview, right? And basically the guy, I think it was a guy, asked him, I say, man, you can have any woman in the world. And he goes, I love women. Man, yes, I love beautiful, sexy women. I love women. Ricky Martin, yeah, love women. He said, but when I'm with a man, it brings the animal out of me. I said, turn this shit off. He said, it brings the animal out of me. I said, ah. Man, you can have all the beautiful women in the world, and you want a hairy chest, bearded man all kissing all over you. That means you just had so much women that it got to the point where it just doesn't do it for you. You needed something else. He said it brings the animal out of him. Oh, shit. I said, man, yo, these celebrities is crazy. Yo, I don't look up to celebrities. They weirdos, man. These celebrities is weirdos. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities is weirdos. They weird, man. That celebrity shit is weird. I know why Dave Chappelle went to Africa that time. He said, I love women. Oh, the beautiful women in the world. I love women. But when I'm with a man, it brings the animal out of me. You nasty bastard. Your lies and tigers, a barrel of mine. Bro, I done painted my whole room. Yo, I'm swearing, man. Yeah, we need Turkey Out Shake. We need Turkey Out Shake to tell Shanae Shield how to dress. I want Shanae Shields covered all the way up. Cover up like you was a Muslim woman. Cover up. Tell her, Turkey. Cover up. Tell her, Turkey. We need this woman to cover the fuck up. We want, hey, yo, I don't give a damn. I keep on saying it. I want Shanae Shields to be walking around like this all day, every day. We don't need to see her face, her body, nothing, her mouth. Shut it. Put scotch, anything. We need, hey, yo, Turkey, tell her to cover up. Cover the fuck up, all right, bitch? All right? We don't want to see your mouth, your face, your hair, your body, your feet. You don't have no calves in your legs. We don't want to see your feet. We don't want to see the stupid makeup you have. Cover the shit up right now. Cover it up. We need Tucker to shut this shit down now, bro. We need Tucker to shut this shit down right now, bro. Why do you can't be like my woman in my country? Huh? I don't know, because this ain't Halloween. I don't want to wear this. Shut the fuck up, all right? You're wearing it right now. Wear it. Cover the fuck up. Yeah. I do whatever. You're not no going to run here, all right? Shut the fuck up. Put the black sheet. It's 99 degrees. I want you covered up with a quilt. All right? Nobody wants to see you. You're damaging the eyes of many. That shit, bro. I wish he convert. Hey, yo. Remy Ma's husband, can y'all convert into Islam? Yeah, but I want her to cover up. I'll be so, and you know what? I think that Allah is good. Hey, yo, Shanani, Allah is good. Cover up. Allah is good. I want to see you. Why do you look like that? Why do you sound like it? Why do you sound like the way that you sound? Why do you talk like that? Huh? Two-time gold medal. Fuck your gold medals. Fuck that. Right? I'm the best selling. I'm the best. You don't sell nothing, right? You don't sell nothing. I went to Detroit. I went to Little Caesars. You're giving tickets away like the preacher be giving his flyers away. Huh? I'm going to do 20,000 in Atlanta. You will not do 20,000 nowhere. All right? I'll pay $20,000 for you to disappear, bitch. All right? Cover the fuck up. Yeah. I actually think that she look more attractive like this. What y'all think? I think look, she look attractive. Yo, for real. You look more attractive like this than you look. Yo, trust me. Does everybody agree? Does she look more attractive like this or like this? Y'all be the judge. I don't know. Y'all be the judge. Or like this. I know y'all would rather have her like this, right? I'd rather see her like this, than see this. Like, who wants to see that? And when you take her out, hey, yo, look, Papoose, listen to me. I'm from New York City, my brother. We keep it real. We keep it real, right? I hope that I don't know what part of Brooklyn you from, really, for real. But when you are taking her out and y'all want to go to dinner, don't go to the Chinese, the chop place. Don't go there. Or at least bring a doggy bag with you. Just please put the muscle on, my brother. That's all yo, take her out. Take her out. Remy Ma's husband, take her out, but have it like this. So we won't have to listen to when she try to open her mouth. She don't know how to eat a chicken wing. You saw her. Give her what she know how to eat. And give her some water. You know, it's hot out here. This is how you bring her out. If I was wishing any Shields, I'll put her like this. No, we're gonna go outside for your walk. Come on, man. Don't be playing around with me. Come over here right now. I yanked that leash right now. I'm Papoose. Yank the leash. You soft ass dude, bro. So many ways that you could take this woman out. You a so hey yo, I dare this woman cook me something like this. Man, I'll fling that shit like it was a frisbee. Hey yo, if Claressa Shields ever feed me this garbage, hey yo, I would take the plate and throw that shit like a frisbee. That Stop and Shop frozen food. Eat your damn spinach right now, you idiot. Eat your spinach. Nah, bro, I don't want to eat. Hey, yo, my brother, you ate everything else, but you didn't eat your spinach. Eat your spinach. You gigolo, eat it right now. Eat it, you dumb idiot. That's the type of woman that you like, right? And look how she cook. Come downstairs and eat your fucking spinach, you idiot. Come downstairs, Pap. Your food is ready. She ate half of your food feeding you. The only scary part that if he does get angry and he takes that plate and he flings that shit like a frisbee, man, like, here, you feed me this shit? Man, what the fuck is this shoe? The bad part about it is that if you fling that food like it was frisbee, she will catch it like a dog and think you playing with her. That's the worst thing. So you can't even throw that shit like a frisbee. She'll be like, and take it like a damn dog. She think that you playing with her. So you don't even throw it like a frisbee. Forget about what I just said, Papoose. Forget about what I just said. Don't throw it like a frisbee. She'll probably fucking jump and catch that shit with her fucking mouth. Think you playing around with her and shit like that. Run it back and she come back with the plate and gives it to you. Bitch, I don't know what you talking about. What, this ain't a fucking game? Get out of here with this. And she'll go run. Oh, you idiot. Man. Every time she's in an interview, all I could think of, and this is what I'm going to say. Every time I listen to an interview, this is what I'm going to say. I'm a real boy. I'm going to do an AI video. This is what I'm going to do. Hey, yo, look, I'm not very technically savvy. But I'm giving y'all an idea. All you good content creators that use AI, I'm not technically savvy like that. I like just go cutting alive, doing my own thumbnail. I could do my own thumbnail. I do it, but those AI videos and stuff like that, I want somebody to, when she's doing the interview, do an AI of Claressa Shields' nose getting bigger every time she answers. And somebody screams, I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. I'm the first millionaire women boxer in women boxing history. I'm going to sell out 20,000 in Atlanta. It was going to be all because of me. I'm pretty and beautiful. I don't hate Alicia Baumgartner because she good looking. I'm the one that Pap is divorced. He's getting a divorce. I'm a real boy. You know how the what you call it, the Breakfast Club got Donkey of the Day. She's the Mrs. Pinocchio of the day. We're gonna start the Mrs. Pinocchio of the day once again. We're gonna start the Mrs. Pinocchio, Mr. Pinocchio of the day. Every day we're gonna have somebody in the sport of boxing that is doing something improper, lied about something or whatever, and there's going to be the Mr. Pinocchio today. Just like the Breakfast Club got the donkey of the day, she is the Mr. Pinocchio of the day. Oh shit. Stop it, motherfucker. I'm gonna sue you because I ain't no motherfucking Pinocchio of the day. Yes, you are, woman. Poking everybody with your damn nose and shit like that, lying all the time. I don't know that I just don't understand, folks. I don't understand the people around. I don't understand. You guys are resilient. You guys are resilient to be around this. Huh? Like, yo, I'm the type. I could be in a New York City subway in the train. And here comes, it could be like a homeless that you know, there's cool homeless people. And there's cool, creative homeless people, but then there's just some homeless dudes that be smelling and drooling and shit like that. Can I get a quarter so I could get a cup of coffee and shit like that? Motherfucker, you trying to stay awake in your situation? Motherfucker, I'm trying to sleep 23 hours a day if I was in your situation. Motherfucker just came up to me saying, you got a quarter in the desk so I could get a cup of coffee. Nigga, you want to stay awake? Man, if I was in your situation, I want to sleep 23 hours a day. Don't wake me up. Hope this shit is a dream. Motherfucker want to stay awake in this situation. Now, I don't like that. I you know what I do? I get out the damn train and I hop on the other car. That's it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Hey, yo, sometimes I didn't want to deal with the preachers. I love the word of God. I love the word of God, folks. But sometimes when you're taking the train and here comes the preachers that like, Jesus loves you. God is good. And today, not tomorrow, today, because you can't talk. Tomorrow ain't promised. Today, you got to give your life to Jesus Christ because he's the only way. He's your only friend. He's your right-hand man. He's your heart soul. He's right there in your heart. All you got to do is seek him. Let's turn into the Bible chapter. And you and damn it, man. You trying to get to work. You trying to get back home. And you tired. Come on, my brother. Don't give me the word today. I love God, but not today. Not right now. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I love God. I love the word, but it's not the time. Don't preach to me today. Don't you? And then you stuck in the train. You got to listen to him. Because I know that God. And then the son of Judah, Carmi Kerr, was the father of Japheth. You know the father, folks. Let's go to another chapter, though. Let's go to another chapter. All right. Praise the Lord. Blessed is the man who fears the Lord, who greatly delights in his commandments. His descendants will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed. Do you want to be blessed, everybody in the train? Wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. Light rises in the darkness for the upright. Y'all gotta be upright. Don't be slouching, y'all. Light rises in the darkness for the upright. The Lord is gracious, merciful, and righteous. It is well with the man who deals generously in land. Motherfucker just came out of jail trying to preach to people and shit like that. Mr. Moonshine, the stand-up boxing comedy. Good looking that high low. Love my kids. Says my cousin always called Malcolm X Shabazz the talking man. She will fall asleep, wake up, and he's still talking. No. My grandmother had Radio Visión Cristiana 24/7, bro. 24/7. Man, if somebody played with her radio, if somebody turns her radio, you know when you can have noise and the silence wakes you up, right? Have you ever experienced that, folks? I used to daydream in class, right? And I could fall asleep. I could daydream and I could take a nap in class. And then when it gets silence, too silent, I wake up. That's some weird shit, right? Am I the only one that experienced that? Like, I could wake up I could fall asleep with noise and I wake up in silence. Like the silence woke me up. That's weird. But my grandmother, has she had the radio, this radio station playing 24/7. You don't turn, you don't touch a radio. The day that you touch the radio or you switched it from a different station, oh my. It's almost like if you took God out the house, like you told God, step out. That's how, yeah, yo, she took it personal. She don't take it personal. She took it personal. Mira, no, nadie me toca el radio. Pónmelo para atrás. Yo, nobody touched that radio ever again. That radio in the kitchen just stays playing in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. You pissing and stuff like that, you did, and there's a God song playing. Man, I missed them. But going back to pride, black pride. I think that action does speak louder than words. And this is just all of us. It's like me, I'm God-fearing, but do I walk the walk and talk the talk all the time? No. You know. So I'm good in, like, I'm conscious enough to, before I give somebody an opinion which they could change or could help themselves, I really got to watch my own back. I really got to watch my actions. Like, it's almost like a crackhead telling you to stop smoking crack. And you smoking crack. You understand? You gotta smoke. You gotta start smoking crack. You understand? That shit ain't working out for you. You know? It's like, yo, you gotta accept Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. I could say it. You gotta accept, but I accept Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. But do I walk the walk and talk the talk? I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That is my issue right now. And I pray that I put my 2 feet and just live 24/7 in God's will. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a malicious person. I don't want the bad. I don't steal. I don't take from nobody. I don't hurt nobody in terms physically and things of that nature. My jokes maybe could be bad. And I also put it this way, folks. I also do pray that even when I joke around, that I hope that people do see it as joke. Is not hate. I don't hate Shanae Shields. I don't like her. I don't hate her. I don't like her character and personality, but I don't hate her. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish the worst for her. I think the constant content, whether it's serious or comedic, is that the point is that we want her to be a good representation for herself, so she could be a good representation because of the platform that she holds for other young girls coming up. We don't have the platform or the name to reach thousands. She does. Like she says, she could fight 20,000, 18,000 looking on. Or who are you going to inspire in that moment and leading up to that moment to promote? Who are you inspiring? What are you going to be left with? What type of legacy you're going to be left with? And that's for anybody. You don't got to be famous or whatever to leave a legacy. How long is your legacy going to last after you're gone? Will your great grandkids know who you are? That's the scary, not the scary part, but that's like the inevitable. 4 generations, you're forgotten. Like you existed, your name exists, but you don't exist. You're really not in the back burner of, you know what I'm saying? I would love to leave a legacy that at least I remember for 5 and 6 generations. My grandmother had the opportunity to see her great grandkid. That's dope. My grandmother had the opportunity to see my cousin had a daughter, and his daughter had a son. She had the opportunity, my grandmother had the opportunity to see her great great grandchild. That's dope right there too. To live that long and not start because it was her daughter, my aunt that started early, had him early. I think that my aunt had one of my cousins at the age of 17 to 16. And then he had a daughter at the age of 21, I believe. Did she ever post anything about her grandmother passing? Yes. My great grandmother. I mean my cousin's daughter, her great grand. Yeah, got a picture, but 2-3 weeks before. Well, I'm gonna say the month before she died. You know, because she got sick. She came out the hospital and then she got sick and she caught a stroke in her sleep, and then she was in hospice. And spread God's word, my brother. God loves you for this. Yeah, man. I love God, man. I love, man. It's so many, it's so many stages in life that, like, you can't tell me that God is not real. You can't tell me that God is not real. I don't accept it. I don't accept anybody telling me that God is not real. I don't. Just keep it to, hey, respect me. You have an experience. Hey, but for me, I know God is good. I know God is great. I know God is real. I know God is real. I don't care what anybody tells me. And for people that's probably struggling, because there's people that want to know, but you know, again, that's what I mean about. It's all about actions too. It's like me. I also got to be conscious that I could be talking about God, how good He is, how great He is, but then what are my actions? Am I acting right? Because I'm gonna give you like this. I remember my parents at a time they was going to church, right? And my parents, as soon as my mom and my dad started going to church and started becoming more religious, their relationship really got, it's like arguing every day. It was like weird. It was like I remember, it was one it was one instance, and I said this before in the live. My father's in one room. I know my father's is in the living room. My mother's is in the bedroom, and my mother's like, fuera, fuera el demonio. And my father is praying, fuera, like the devil, get away. And she's praying, like they was praying loud. And I'm on my room and I'm like this, like peeking. I said, these are some crazy folks right here. And I'm saying to this is what God does. Like, this is what being religious does. I became a rebel. I said, no. This ain't Christian. This is weird. You telling me that now both of y'all really now started going to church, and now y'all going at no. I said I want to become Muslim. I got myself a Quran. I started reading the Quran, but I still know that Jesus was good in my life at a young age. So I was going through a journey of wanting to become Muslim, but still wanted Jesus Christ to be my Lord and Savior. Confusion, right? But that's part of my journey. I liked the religion of Islam, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to replace Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. If y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But it's part of the journey as well, because look, most of us, some of us that are God fearing, some of us are born into believing. Like, it could be your grandmother, she takes you to church, or your father or your mother, they take you to church as soon as you ever since that you could remember. So right away they implement that this is your belief. But then I got into an age where no, I believe God because that's what they told me. But do I really believe God? Do I really know Him? Do I really want to know Him? Do I really? So I went through my own journey and accepting Jesus Christ, not because they told me to accept Jesus Christ. It's because I learned and I had a personal relationship to accept Him. But the flesh The world tempts the flesh. And that's why I say I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Hopefully I could put my 2 feet in living through God's will and live righteously and all in the way that he wants his children to live. My mom had them put her to sleep when I was born. What kind of year was that? I wasn't there. If my mama, if I would take care of my mom or my dad, if they really if they almost on some handicap that said they need my help, I don't want to put them in a home. And if you put somebody in a home, but because you just so busy and you can't and you work and you want to put them in a home, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say my grandmother wasn't like in a senior home, right? But my mother stood with her all the time, and that senior place was walking distance from my mom's place. So something like that, but I won't put them in a home for somebody to take care of them and you never see them. Nah. You ever seen that video of that caretaker beating up the old man? Love my kids. Say I grew up Muslim is definitely a way of life. I struggle a lot for sure. Yeah, I when I was young, I had a dabble. I was, but there's certain times when, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like when I know there's a God. There's certain instances that even creating this channel, like shout out to Queso. I don't even think Queso Charles Edo Queso understand where I was at in life in the moment where he helped out. You know what I'm saying? And my prayers go out to you, my brother, wherever you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen you in a while, but hopefully you're good and and your health is great. Prayers every time when I'm praying, I always have you in my prayers and your family. But man, I've been in the low. I've been in the lows financially, spiritually. I remember I give you two events that I know, is a God. So I remember my son's mom. We had a cool parent relationship, co-parenting, right? But she wanted to be with me. I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. Yes, I had my kid out of wedlock, my first son out of wedlock, and you know how we was just crazy young and stuff like that, and not really being responsible. Doing the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, shit like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? You have so I tried, to not be embarrassed because to be honest, it was also embarrassing to try to explain that I got a girl pregnant, right? You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue. Who's this girl? You know what I'm saying? I barely knew her. She barely knew me. But not for it could be embarrassing. Then we started telling, I remember we told her folks that we knew each other for a year. We didn't know each other. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other for a month and a half, something like that, right? So fast forward, I tried to make a relationship just so it could look respectable, but I wasn't into it like that. That wasn't my ideal girl I want to be with. I didn't say I wasn't the dude that go have an abortion. I took care of my business since day one. Since day one, I took care of my business. To day one, I've been a father to my beautiful child, and he saved me in a way as well. And God bless her as well. Not that good that she didn't have an abortion. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted to be with me at the time, and I don't want to be with her. You know what I'm saying? But stop fun. You know that we wasn't even an item like that. You know what happened. That doesn't mean that I love you. I'm in love with you and stuff like that. Whatever. So it got rough. Oh, you ain't gonna be with me. Oh man, I'm gonna put you on child support. And it was all that back and forth. But it got to a point where I got in a relationship, and she was in a relationship. We have a cool. There was a moment we were just cool co-parenting. I drop my son off. I go back home. I check the mailbox, and I have order protection, child support, and she was going for sole custody. I said, I just dropped my son off. I didn't like, it was like, it just, I know it's two sides of the story, and some of y'all gonna be like, I'm telling you, God truth. I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, I'm like looking at the mail and I'm reading, like, what? I call up. I'm like, yo, what's this for? I just got this thing about order protection and stuff like that. Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna go to court because I see you in court. I'm like, wow, what an act! What an act! So me, I'm going back. Well, I'm going to see my son and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, wow. Call an attorney the next morning. Or you can't, don't try to go to the house or anything like that. You could get locked up. I'm like, order protection, but of what? Like there's nothing there. It's just an order protection of what? And I understood, with the attorney. Well, this is what other attorneys would consult her to do: get the order protection and everything else. So everything, by the time we go to court, everything is like in her play. I'm like, so what's the next time I'm gonna see my son? Because I see my son every day. When do you see your son? I said, no, I see my son every day. We live, I live 8 blocks away from her. My son's school, I moved and I got an apartment right across the street from my son's school. I take care of my son all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I got hospitalized while my son was growing up. I got hospitalized for not sleeping because I work nights and picked him in the morning. We never needed no babysitter and stuff like that. So fast forward. It went 6 days. I didn't see or hear my son. Yo, folks. I was working 2 jobs also at the time. Yo, I couldn't think. I was angry all the time. And that 6 months, I was like, yo, folks, I'm keeping it all the way real. And I tell this, my son know this story, all this stuff and stuff like that. I'm really about to go berserk. Like, me not listening to my son voice for one day is, and if I didn't listen around that time, if I didn't listen to my son's voice, it's because I pulled in overtime. I worked. I had 2 jobs. I put in overtime. I slept. I took a nap. I missed the call, or I didn't call. I had to go right back to work. 6 days was like, yo, I couldn't handle it. I can't even describe the hurt, the anger, the frustration, it felt like you're gasping for air, you're drowning. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it feels like I'm gonna die of suffocation or something like that. Like, I'm dead serious. My mind is going berserk. This is the 6th day. My son is 7 years old. This is the 6th day, and my mind, I'm drinking. I bought a bottle of wine. Halfway of the bottle of wine. That's it. I'm about to do some crazy. I'm about to see my son, and I'm about to take my son, kidnap my son. Yo, folks, my mind went berserk. All the things that I never thought that I could think of, the malicious thing. I said, damn, I'm capable. I think I'm capable of doing this. I put my I'm analyzing how I'm going to do. I'm just telling you the worst thing. I'm Denzel Washington, the Equalizer. What was the what is the Equalizer? Something like that. The Equalizer. I'm like that. I'm dead serious. I'm about to do something that's gonna have me in jail for the rest of my life. Put it that way. I can't take it. I'm putting my clothes on. I smashed the bottle into the bathroom mirror, broke the mirror. That's it. And while I'm doing that, I'm praying to God. I'm talking to God. I said, God, you know me. Why you doing this? You know what I'm saying? I prayed you're gonna protect my son from any bad things and blah blah blah. Since day one, I've been a good father. Yo, I want to see my son. Yo, this how's gonna go. I'm gonna do something. Watch. That's it. I'm gonna. Yo, I said, yo, I was arguing with God, I was arguing with God back and forth. I'm putting everything on. I'm going by how I'm gonna get. I got the machete. I got boom. I'm about to. It's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. About to be 2 o'clock in the morning. Yo, my mind is set to that's it. That's it. I'm saying, okay, when I walk in, I'm going to do this to this one, do this, take this one. I'm about to head out the door. That's it. I made my mind up. I've argued with God. I already broke the mirror from the bathroom. I punched the wall, blah, blah. That's it. I'm arguing with God. That's it. I'm going to do it. This is what you wanted. This is what you want. All right. Folks, I open my door. My phone rings. Guess who it was? My 7-year-old son. Now, folks, my 7-year-old son, one thing, he would fall asleep like around 8, 9, no later than 9. He calls me from his sister's phone. My 7-year-old son calls me from his sister's phone. His sister's 4 years older than him, so she's 11 years old at the time. 2 o'clock in the morning on a school day. That's a Thursday. I think it was a Thursday going on a Friday. Yep. It was Thursday night. It was Thursday or Friday night because I bought the bottle of wine. What Thursday? I think it was, but I think it was Thursday. 6 days. I got it on Friday. Yeah. I think it was Thursday. Well, anyway. He goes, Dad, I miss you. I'm calling your Anna's phone. Everybody's sleeping and they don't want me to talk to you. And they're keeping me from seeing you and talk to you. I miss you. Can you pick me up? Yo, I cry like a baby, bro. I couldn't even. I was like this on some. Yo, my son couldn't even understand what I was saying. Daddy, yo, you okay? I miss you. And then he starts crying, and I'm like, no, don't worry, I'm gonna do. Yo, I couldn't. I as a grown man, I couldn't. I didn't cry. So it was like that baby cry. It was like that 7-year-old me crying on. And I don't worry, I pick you up. Yo, don't worry, and stuff. Can you see me tomorrow? I miss you. That they don't want me to talk to you, and they beat me, and they don't want me to talk to you, and I want to take you. I want to see you too in the work, Papa. You my hanged up. Yo, folks, you can't tell me ever, bro, because I know I was going to do the worst thing possible. I made up my mind, folks. I was going to do it, bro. I was going to do it. Fuck it. I was going to do it. Since that day, I know I am capable for my son. I am capable of ending anybody. I know it now. Like I knew it's something I learned about myself, right? After that, I called my grandmother because I used to talk about I talked about it with my grandmother about why this woman doing this to me. And she say, and my grandmother used to be like, why she's doing that? You're the best father that I know. Because everybody knows around that people, everybody that knows is like, I'm super dad. My family members, my grandmother be like, you always with King. Like you why would she do that to a great father? What is she doing? Who's making her do this, right? And stuff like that. So right after I spoke to my son, I called my grandmother and I'm crying like a baby. I spoke to him. I finally spoke to him, but it's fine. Yeah, I just finished talking to King. He called me, blah, blah, blah. I said, yo, there's a God, bro. How my 7-year-old son is going to call me at 2 o'clock in the morning off his sister's phone that's 11 years old. Never called me from a phone like that unless if it's from, he's with his mom and his mom will call. How is that possible, folks? How? And I feel like since I have I have a personal relationship with God, I feel like God knew, God know, you know where they say that God won't give you something that you can't handle. God knew, I feel, God knew that I couldn't handle being without my son. He knew I couldn't handle being, and I think that he knew that my son can't handle being without me. Let me tell you something, folks. I wasn't afraid of dying. I really was as a mid-teen to an adult, and since I had him, my first child, I never was afraid of death. You know what I'm afraid of also, but what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of dying. I never thought that I would live older or anything like that. Like I never imagined myself past 50. But I'm scared that if I do pass away soon, that my son can't handle it. Cause me and my son, we're so close. Like is a father son best friend since day one. He's been a daddy's boy. You know, some like my other kids are mama's boy. I could admit that my other kids are mama's boy, but my oldest son is daddy's boy 100%. Everybody knows it. His mom knows it. Her family knows it. Everybody, my friends, everybody knows it, right? Inseparable since day one. I'm afraid how I'm afraid that how he would take if I leave this world. You know, I'm not as afraid of dying. I'm afraid of how he will handle it if I'm gone early. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Since I know him so much, and I know when it comes to me, he's emotional. When it comes to him, I'm as protective as well. Like I'll be honest. I don't when he had his girlfriend heading to the prom and shit like that. I didn't even want to meet her and stuff like that. And I remember his mom was like, "I like, why are you being like that? Why you want to meet?" I'm like, I don't think I just don't think that she's good. She's good for him. And she like, you weird, but you a dad. You when you get a girl, I'm like, nah. I look at my son like if I would look at my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I will vent who he's with, and I will vent who she's with. Like it's not different. I don't know. I'm a different parent. Like I don't look at it. I look at my sons and my daughter if they grow when they grow up and find and have a girlfriend or boyfriend, right? I think that my when I look at a chick and I'm like, no, I think that my son, his grades and how he's going, how he's living in life. I don't want it to be a distraction. I don't think that chick is. I don't think that little girl is the one. I think that's not even gonna last. Don't say that. Look, it ain't even last. After I said what I said, it didn't last 4, 5, 6 months. After that, yo, dad, I broke up with her. I thank that I didn't get to meet her. You know. I'm not a father that has a son and I want him to be a man like that because okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of father that he needs to be like me or was not. I want him to be better than me. Take the good of me, take the good of his mom, learn. You have enough experience, enough examples around you, the good, the bad. You have experience of your uncle, my big brother, getting locked up. We used to visit my brother I used to visit my brother all the time. My brother would tell him things not to do, not to end up where he's at. My father was a jail dude as well. You know what I'm saying? I talked about relationship. I don't want you to have a kid the way that me and your mom had you. So I had to tell him the truth of how me and your mom met and how you was made and how our relationship. I don't want you to go through that. I don't want you to have a kid in a young age. Your mom had your oldest sister at a very young age. Look how things are hard for us because, and you got enough examples for you not to F up with the same shit that we effed up in. So I want you to be better than you can't make the same mistakes while you was raised looking at these mistakes that we all done. So I mean, that's what I'm saying, that God is good, man. God is real. God is good. And I believe that God wouldn't give you saying that you can't handle. I also believe that if you For example, I used to be mad that why she treating me like why she's going at me like that. I'm a great father. She used to tell the people that that's the best father that she ever seen, that she ever had, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Even within her family, why she coming at me like that? I know that she's bitter. I know that she's bitter and all of that, but why she's coming at me like that? Why things are going why things are going like that for me? You know what I'm saying? But then I have to be conscious enough and say, you know what? I didn't go and have this kid the godly way. So why do I think that it's supposed to be easy? Why do I think that this situation is supposed to be all jolly and dandy when I know that I didn't go and have this kid the way that God wanted me to have this child? It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be blessed. Or you're blessed with a child, but you're not going to be blessed with the situation either. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be blessed with I'm going, but you're going to work through all this because you didn't do it the way that, and you knew me before I'm saying, and I'm speaking as and if God is saying this, like you knew me before you made this choice. You know, there's consequences of making choice ungodly and unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? So I accepted the bad. I accepted the chaos. I accepted the drama over time. I wasn't happy about it. There was times I couldn't handle it. There was, you know what I'm saying? But I accepted. Just don't let my son suffer. And God has blessed me with my prayers. My son never really suffered from it. Well, me and his mom dealt with, yeah, he knew a lot about it. And especially, I had custody of my son. I gained custody of my son. We went to court and they gave me custody of my son. I fought 11 months court battle. You know what I'm saying? My son wanted to be with me. My son had a voice. He had the age to have a voice. He wanted to live with me and I had custody, and then I gained custody of my son. So it's still, but because I kept fighting. There's a lot of fathers out there that don't fight. And I remember after I gained custody of my son's mom says, "You won. See, you won." And I'm like, yo, this wasn't a war. This wasn't a game. And the reason why the judge finally was like seeing me in another light is because when they asked me, when can the mother see the child? And I know the judge said, when can the mother call the child? I said, anytime. That's his mother. She could call 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, anytime she want. They asked her. No, first they asked her, when can the father call the child when the child is with you? She said from 6 to 8. A 2-hour span, she said from 6 to 8. The judge asked me, when can the mother call the child when he's with you? I said, anytime. That's the mother. She could call 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, anytime she want. That's his mom. And you know what the judge says? I like that. She looked at me and she goes, I like that. There, even my attorney was tapping me on my leg, and he says, like, calm down, because I was still on my anger, my antenna was up. You could see it in my face, and the judge was tapping me. It's all right, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? I said, when I drop off my son, I want to drop him off in front of law enforcement. So there's a precinct, either in law enforcement or a precinct. We could drop him off in front of a precinct. And the judge, I remember, she said, why? No, his mom says, no, this was not in the end, but this was in the middle of the battle. And she goes, no, why we got to drop him off in front of law enforcement? And I said, nah, because I said, she's a liar. You know what I'm saying? She's a liar. And I want witnesses. I don't want family witness. I want law enforcement witnesses, because I don't want her to lie on me. And she goes, no, I don't want my son to have to have to go through us, like changing, like dropping off on our son next to police officers and stuff like that. And then the judge said, but didn't you say that you were scared, that you feel threatened and in danger? I think that would be a good idea. And I said, exactly, because she's a liar. So I want the cops there. I want to drop them off in the precinct. So she won't say a lie. So right there already, they was getting it, that she's being bitter. And then when it got to the last day, um when has he, for how long he's been in the child's life? Oh, since day one. And when does he usually see, when he usually see his father? Almost every day. Does he pick him up from school? Yes. Does he take him to his physical? Yes. Does he? And I had all the letters from teachers, from church, from teachers, from church, from doctor, from coaches, swimming coach, all that. So I had all the letters just as, and finally, that's why finally on the last day, because I was on the last day, I'm giving my father's rights away because they was treating me like fucking trash. I said, and then the last day I said, I'm giving my father's rights away. I can't handle this anymore. You guys are done respecting me. You guys just, y'all want the money. Y'all want this, blah, blah, whatever. And that's when the judge was like, we got to go into the conference room. I don't want you. You shouldn't do that. And I'm like, no, I'm giving my father's rights away. You guys don't respect me. You guys don't respect father. You're treating me like everybody else. I told the judge, you haven't even looked at me in the eye. For 11 months, you haven't looked at me in the eye. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to move this to the conference room. And that's when, man, I could write a whole, man, I wish that was a reality show. If my court battle was a reality show, I'll tell you this, bro. I think I'd be one of the most beloved fathers in America. But I tell my son to this day, but since day one, I just wanted to be friends. Today, I just wanted to be friends. I have and I used to tell the judge, I have a bunch of emails. I just want to be friends. She's doing this out of bitterness. We wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? I had an email which says, if you don't be with me, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. she emailed me, she texted me that shit. She said, if you're not with me, promise you I'm gonna make your life a living hell. That's what I was dealing with, folks. Women don't realize hurting the guy hurts the babies. Yeah. But I also, not only blame, her in that period of time, but also blame the fathers, man. The fathers that have done women so wrong to the point where they see in the court almost every father like they're deadbeats. Because there is a lot of deadbeat dudes, man. There is. Now there is a lot of bitterness women, but there's a lot of deadbeat dudes. I'm gonna tell you right now on my block, 80% of the dudes, I'm gonna say not 80, I'm gonna say like 60, 70% of the dudes that had kids don't take care of their kids, man. And the time they want to step up for a little while is when the woman go after them. Nah, man, this woman trying to take me to court. My brother, she wasn't taking you to court before. You haven't seen your kid in fucking two months. You just mad that now she's, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I don't know. And now going forward and looking at the situation like a Remy Ma's husband, in the situation is like, if you a real woman, all right, not real, I'm gonna say righteous woman in that position, and knowing he has a young child, knowing you have a divorce that's not final, you have a young child that, if you look at the videos that he put of him and the golden child, look like his daughter loves him very, very much, and that's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Papoose and the way that he's a father. It seems like if you look at all the pictures and videos of all his kids, minus the one that Remy Ma said about that his son is she said that he was gay. So that publicly. Now I'm not saying in a disrespecting way. That's what Remy Ma said, that him and his son is not as close because of his sexual preferences. So, but in all the videos of him and his daughters, he's a dad that's there. That's Remy Ma never said anything about, any other woman never came out and said that he doesn't take care of his children, right? But they got a little one. And if she was mature, him dealing with what he's dealing with at this time and period, for you to just scream out publicly saying, oh, I want to have a baby. Yo, if he's going to court or trying to finalize a divorce, that has to do also when he's going to see his child, a young child that he also needs to give time, that time has been taken away from him because of the breakup. And you're screaming, I want to have a baby, like a little ass fucking girl. You haven't even got a divorce. How about you say, let me get a divorce before I start screaming that I want to have a baby? She don't understand that everybody in this situation is a public figure. So watch how you say things in public. Be genuine about it. He should be genuine about him making you look bad because he still haven't finalized a divorce, and you screaming out, I want to have a baby while him not having a divorce. You're looking stupid. Having a tattoo of a dude's name, his rapper name that you just found out about his rap name 2 years prior because you wouldn't know who Remy Ma was. That's some little girl shit. That's some little ignorant little girl shit. That's like a girl that's saying, you're just like that. Remember back in the days, that chick that had Drake in her forehead? At least if you're going to have a tattoo of your man or your woman, put their actual name. Be creative, at least. Like Papoose has a Remy Ma bottle with his wife in it. Remy Ma, at least be creative like that. It doesn't seem like he has laser surgery either. He's not taking that tattoo off. And within 2 years, that tattoo probably could have been off by now, but he still got the tattoo. Well, you can't tell me he don't got the money to take it out. He loves his wife. He loves his wife. How would any man or any woman feel that you tied it up with your wife's name and your marriage is still not finalized? Still rocking the tattoo. You rocking the tattoo of his name, and he's rocking the tattoo of his girl's name, of his wife's name. And plan on not getting a tattoo of your name. You're not embarrassed, Shanae Shields? But anyway, happy July 4th. We've been here almost 4 hours. Tomorrow we back live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to get something to eat. I'm hungry. I think the fireworks already been going, but I got to get something to eat, man. Give me a little bit of tequila shots. Hey, maybe I drop a video, probably go live again, depending how I feel. Let me know what y'all feel, man. Thank you for everybody, man, spending time July 4th. Thank you for the people that smashed the like button. Thank you for the people that subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the people that send the donation, the super chats. If anyone sent a cash app or whatever, love y'all, man. Hope you have a wonderful July 4th, a wonderful night. God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. We're one race, the human race. You hear that? Shanae Shields? We're one race, the human race. What makes us beautiful is culture differences. We like the buffet of heaven. We like the buffet of earth. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Love y'all.